We are officially live. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Straight Savvy, presented to you by Leo Any Construction and Country Boy Kev. I am your host, the one and only J Savvy Dabby Davenport. Join with me tonight are some special, distinguished guests. We have the one and only Smo, and we have Tom Ski Mask with us, and we have TJ Holmes, Country Boy Kev will be joining us here shortly. And join with me as far as the Savvy team is the homie Sam I Am, and of course my big bro Zilla Gorilla. Zilla is one of them artists that has been locked in with me and watched me since I started. And I always tell this story. I didn't know who he was really until he actually said something like, "Oh, you're Zilla Gorilla." Like, I know who you are. And we started talking back and forth. And this is one of the most humblest dudes out here. And I know he's out here. He's loves what he does. And he wanted to ask y'all some questions. He was one of the ones that said, "All right, you want to come up? Come up."
Man,
because
Zilla Gorilla, shout out to you, my guy. I like your backdrop there. Looks very organized.
Studio.
Yeah, I'm at work.
Okay.
I just really wanted to sit in and listen to you drop some knowledge, Smo. Really, that's what I was after.
Man, you're in luck. All I got is knowledge. No dumb talk.
I came with an empty bag, baby.
Come on, let me fill you
When
up.
I shared the post TJ made, I said if you are a young artist or up and coming artist, you need to tune into this because I guarantee you're gonna get at least one, if not 5 gems to better your career.
Oh, it's my favorite thing to do: sit around and listen to the OGs talk, man.
Oh man, I told Jay I'm probably not gonna talk a lot during this episode. I'm just gonna be sitting here just kind of vibing.
You know what us old guys like, and when people say OG, that's all I hear is old guy.
Yeah,
because for me, when people call people OGs, like in a different world, I don't claim that position at all. You feel me? You got to earn that in a different way. So respectfully, in this music industry, I'll never refer to myself as an OG unless we're talking about old guys, and I'm definitely one of those. I'm an old guy.
I agree.
I don't know.
I kind of like the title veteran more than I like OG.
I mean, I'm very familiar with your work. I mean, you've been doing music my whole life, so
that makes me an old guy.
You can call it what you want to call it, but I mean,
No, listen, I'm not gonna correct you. You call it what you want, but
knowledge is power, baby. Knowledge is power, man.
Well,
you've been through it, you've lived it, so you know it.
I said it on one of the ones you were in the comments, Smo. I remember it was late 2013, early 2014. I started watching that show on A&E.
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit! At the time, I was a big head juggler. Like that's what I was into. But I was like, oh shit, they're actually fixing like country atmosphere and hip hop. I fuck with this, and I just to be on a podcast and have the opportunity to chop it up with you. That's an honor for me. So I appreciate
it.
You should have been there when you got to see him, Little White, and TJ all in the same spot, and then just watch.
Mo, you're like the Gordon Ramsay of country rap, bro.
But one thing that I realize on why y'all's positions are what they are, y'all didn't ask nobody or beg nobody to pay attention to y'all. Y'all sat there, let everybody shine, let everybody show who they are to you. You didn't ask them like, "Hey, yo, what's this?" It didn't matter. You just gave out advice from somebody that's been there and done that.
Hey, real quick
that's
question: is someone watching a TV show in the background?
I hear that.
Somebody got a lot of background noise, like dogs barking or something.
Probably Zilla.
Okay.
He usually does.
You at work? That's right. Well, just when you want to tap in. We're gonna let you talk. But yeah,
they said Derek dogs twerking. He's stupid, bro.
It's an honor and a privilege to just be considered anything on a panel of anybody. I'm just a country boy from Middle Tennessee. I ain't never really had nothing. I grew up on a farm. I went to a very small town school, bunch of poor people. We grew up on fake steaks from Save-A-Lot, and just lived on a farm. Baby. And I just happened to get in trouble at a young age, and my therapist or caseworker, whatever she tried to call herself, but whatever she was, she told me that I needed to start writing what I was feeling instead of acting out. And no one had ever just told me to write for any other reason than like schoolwork. So when this lady was like, "You can write whatever you want," she was, and I liked to draw when I was a kid. And she was like, it's just like drawing. You can just write whatever and create whatever. And that just like opened up this whole world to me that like I could control the story. No different than like writing a book. All you got to do is start. And like, if you're the writer, you control the whole story, the beginning, the guts, and the ending, and it was like, so I started writing short stories, and then that kind of went into poetry, and then that went into lyrics. And then, that was like 98, 99. I started writing songs and then recording in like 99 and 2000. And then by 2002, which back then it took a long time to do this stuff, especially if you do it yourself. And we produced all of our own music from the jump. We had the MPC 2000, and we had like this little sampler and this little Boss drum machine, and we was making it happen. If any of y'all know DJ O-Rig, that was the guy that it was like, it was always like a DJ and a rapper, 2 turntables and a microphone. That's how my career started. Dude was literally on 2 Techniques turntables, sampling records and dropping in beats. Like, we were doing legit what people would say the old school Dr. Dre stuff. We were doing that in like 98, 99 and creating these beats and then writing just these whack verses because I wasn't no good writer at the time. I was rapping about stuff I really shouldn't have been rapping about. Like one of my first songs was called The Dope Game. It's like, now I'm looking back, I'm like, you idiot. Never talk about incriminating yourself.
As far as with you, like, especially, I listened, like I told you at Slapfest, I didn't realize how much of your music that I actually knew. And so I started, really listening to, I'm like, oh, and shout out to Banjo Cliff, because you were one of our first interviews that we had on there. And as far as the country rap scene, I heard guitar, I heard a little bit of banjo, and I heard just overall just a blending of country and you're spitting bars. True country rap. Not this sitting there talking about things that you, like you said, making yourself, we consider it now non-marketable. Because you can't sit there and rap about all that stuff in front of kids.
No, but that's how I started when I was still very young, and I remember what it was like to be the young rapper that nobody could tell me anything, So now being the old dude trying to tell these young rappers stuff, like you said, if you're in the game, pay attention. That's cool. But what I like is when I find a young artist that'll actually listen and follow my direction, because I've stood in front of a gang of people and gave them the whole blueprint, and then they walked away and did the complete opposite. And then I watched them lose $40,000 or $50,000, off of just a dump, not listening. And I'm like, bro, you should have just listened. You know what I'm saying? Like, but sometimes people, just like I had to, man, sometimes people just got to learn the hard way. Like, I didn't have no easy way out. And I remember there was some older dudes that tried to teach me the game when I was young. And I just wasn't trying to hear it because I felt like I knew everything. Plus, I was just messed up on drugs real bad when I was young.
And there you go right there. People don't like to listen because they feel like they know everything.
Mm-hmm.
When we was growing up, we felt like we knew everything. And that goes with the rap game. That goes with life.
Yeah.
You feel like you know everything when you step out because you're stepping away from your parents. And now you're your own man or own woman. So you feel like you know everything.
One of the hardest
the way
things
you did.
Sorry, Ski, I thought you were done.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, one of the hardest things I had to learn was that sometimes I am the problem. It ain't everybody else, it's me. Yep. And you know exactly what I'm talking about. You've seen me, like, over the years. You were there when I was at my worst. So, I appreciate everything you've done and TJ's done to help me.
Just think you're still learning. You're still shitting green. You ain't even reached your full potential yet.
Always learning something.
Well, that's one thing I learned in MMA. You never stop learning. That's just life. You never stop.
You never do.
There's always something to learn. like when I talk with you, Smo, and then when I talk with you, Ski, and then TJ too. Like I always learn something every day I talk with y'all, and there's not enough I can't learn. Like I told everybody at my new job today, it's like I don't care what y'all got, just I want to learn. And they told me, well, your experience, I'm sure. I'm like, that doesn't mean anything. Just because I have head chef experience, that does not mean I can't learn from somebody, because I learn from a stranger every day. That's what you
Well,
should.
they say
I'm gonna tell you the difference between someone like Sam I Am and someone like me or Tom Ski and Big Smo. So when we were growing up, when we first got in the game, we learned trial by fire, and we worked our way up. We experienced everything in the game, whether it was merch or some of y'all make beats, writing lyrics, recording, how to conduct yourself in front of fans or in public. Hell, I'm still learning to this day, right? But I see what I'm not supposed to do. I learn from people like Smo and Stack and Tom. Like I've always been a student of the game, and I always take what they teach me at heart and I apply it. It's kind of like what Smo was saying. A lot of people don't listen. They can teach you if you just sit back, keep your mouth closed, and apply what they give you, because a lot of us are telling you from experience. We already know the outcomes of acting a certain way. We already know the outcomes of if you try to cut corners. We already know the outcomes of not being respectful to those who come before you. You know what I'm saying? Like we know what that brings, and when we try to do something for the business, because we feel like, okay, this guy over here is doing this music, and he would really, we want to see the younger generation carry on what we've all had our hands in over the years, but we don't want to see them tear down what the fuck we built neither.
Yeah, you can't be successful. You can't be successful without a successor. Like, so what's the point of me achieving the top of the mountain if I don't show someone else the path? You know what I'm saying? Because eventually they'll get to the top, and then they'll build a temple on top of it. And then when they get to the top of their temple, they'll show someone else how to build the stairs. And like the whole thing is to just keep building off of what, like, I don't want to be what we created to be where it ends. Like I want to see how far it'll go. But at the same time, I don't want to see it get all like Lil Nas X'd out. You feel me? And stuff like that. I mean, even and like real talk, like, you know, country rap, that ain't Shabuzi. You feel me? I mean, like that's country pop. It's just different type stuff. You know what I'm saying? I feel like now country rap has like different lanes to it.
That's like, well, you mentioned earlier, and then the first time I had Ski Mask on, he was talking about the show he did in '98. Look at how much has changed since y'all did them. Like you said, 02. Look how much the scenes changed. Because back in 02, they still had the MTV pushing all these up and coming artists.
Shoot, we was getting money back then.
You can still sell CDs out to Trump.
Bro, we was getting money back then. That's what people really don't understand, is that we took a pay cut of like 90% as soon as all this young, dumb electro internet energy came into the game. So it's like,
and as everything turned digital.
Yeah, y'all, it's really like real talk, man. Y'all are lucky that young dudes, y'all are lucky that we ain't sour about it, because we took like a 90% pay cut. And if that was to happen to one of y'all today, y'all would have a come apart, bro. It wouldn't be the end of having to hear how much somebody was in your pocket. But like, you got to take into consideration that we used to go out here and press, you know, CDs for you. You think about the work that goes into creating a record. Now, this is back before you could just go and download beats or hit up somebody that just sits on some computer program and kicks out beats or AI beats. Like you had to actually, we made our beats. We did it. We cracked it and we scrambled it up right there in the studio. So I know how long it takes to make a good beat, like a real good beat from scratch creatively, how long it takes to sit down and write lyrics to that beat, and then to cut that, and then to sit and while you're learning how to mix in the first time mixing that along with mastering it, and then I'm over here doing like putting together artwork for the. You couldn't just go to your phone and say, "Hey, make me a picture of a barn with an American flag." Like you had to go and take the picture of the barn. You had to take a picture of the flag. You had to go inside like Photoshop 1, like the first Photoshop, if you were lucky. There used to be these other programs. I can't even remember the names. It was like the original artwork program before Adobe.
The Adobe and all
Yeah,
that, man.
early
Clip
stuff.
art.
And like you would have to put this together and do your best. Like, but what I'm saying is like we come from like crayons and construction paper, and today it's just like it's so much easier. And then like the hard work that we had to put in, we got paid for it though. That is the difference, because we would crank out 10 CDs or 10 songs to I mean, really we would crank out into however much we could fill a CD up. That was the mentality back then. It was like, how many songs can I fit on here?
19.
Yeah, and a couple of skits. So we would do that and then get them pressed up. And you think we got like $3 in a CD. You know, if you get $1 to $3, depending on if you get the jewel case or the slims, and then we go out here and hit the streets, and it was no different than going and flipping packs. Like we would get 1,000.
You use terminology that nobody even understands. That's 2 different CD brands for those that don't know. Like
Yeah,
2
like
different CD types.
I was just about to say I still do the jewel cases for mine personally, but
yeah. Well, if you had a consignment deal with like New Life or Hastings or one of these stores that would do a consignment deal with you, you want to hit them with the jewel case. Right. But if you're out in the street, I mean, honestly, when I was in the street banging them out, I would go buy the spool of 100 CDs, burn them all, put the white stickers on them, write my.
What a time to be alive, man! What a time to be alive.
And then some people had the grief of going in to buy them CDs from Walgreens and realize they got the CDG instead of CDR. And
yes, and then, I'm telling you. And then
they don't know that grief these days.
Yeah, then I got the camera, and when I learned how to film, like that's what I'm saying. This Underground King stuff. Like I was filming, people don't even understand my credits. Well, I was the camera guy, not the rapper. I was rapping, but nobody knew me. But I was the camera guy for everybody. Like I was Stack's videographer from 09, 10, 11, and 12. Like those 4 years. 08.
Stack's Museum, not to be confused with somebody else.
What's that?
Stack's Museum.
He's talking about Haystack.
Haystack.
Stack. I thought you said Stacks. Like the museum.
No, I was
not the other guy. Not the
no, I thought he was talking about the museum.
He definitely talking about Haystack.
Yeah, I was his videographer, photographer, engineer, hype man, opening act, merch guy for like 4 solid years. So TJ, when you talk about learning from an OG, an older guy, Stack was. I mean, I graduated from the University of Haystack.
Me and you both.
You know, and he was.
You didn't get upset or in your feelings that you were helping somebody else get the limelight and doing your thing, right?
Bro, it's always been the goal to see everybody win. Like I was
every time.
I'm the best teammate you'll ever have because I want you through the finish line before me. Like, and that's the difference. That's what's not happening out here. That's why all of this animosity and this, like I say, man, it's just, and I don't want to spiral off on anything negative, but there's just way too much discord. You know?
No, you saying the right thing. You saying the right thing. That's why a lot of folks don't fuck with me, man. I don't get involved with that. You'll never see Zilla Gorilla's name up in the middle of that fuck shit.
And I've been in it, man. Listen, I'm not innocent. I've been in it.
I understand.
I said something online in a DM that hurt somebody's feelings that caused the relationship to go south, you know. And it's like you got to be careful with the things that you say to people because.
But it's all personal stuff that's going on.
Yeah,
it ain't even got nothing to do with business.
Well, what's the business? Like, who's doing business?
Say that again one more time. Say it for the people in the back that can't hear you, because that's the problem.
Get him.
Who's doing business? Because
But see,
I would like
nobody
to do
wants to do business.
nobody wants to do business.
I want to do business.
Everybody just
But
wants
see,
to act.
we're not talking about people like you.
They want to skip the business part of it and go straight to the payments.
Yeah.
That's all they
And
want to
that's
do.
the
They want
problem.
that's what I was talking about earlier about cutting corners, man. We grew up not cutting corners because we know what it gets them.
Yeah, man.
You can't cut corners. If you want to do something, you got to do it right first time, or it's never going to work out the way you think it's going to.
So I'll be 38 this year, and I was born in the wrong freaking time, dude.
Well, like what you were mentioning earlier about the CDs,
Boy, you
what
young.
y'all had to do was y'all had to go to the radio stations, y'all had to go to the clubs, because that's how y'all got y'all's music out there, and sit on the, like, you know, like you said, it was like getting out packed. It's the same mentality, because you didn't have a button to say, "Hey, yo, I'm putting it all here and I'm paying for this ads." No,
But what they're
You
getting
gotta
at,
be
though,
that
Dre,
way.
is they're taking that, like, that's the real thing. But what they're doing is they're using the drama for the choo-choo train to get attention.
Let me tell you what my viral moment was before there were viral moments. There was a hip hop station out of Athens, Alabama called 93.3 The Beat. And we just,
WEUP, we up.
and we
You
used,
won't believe it, but that is still a thing.
is it 93.3
Yes, sir.
The Beat? And
Yes, sir.
back in the early 2000s, it was Lil D was the DJ. And he was on every night at 7 p.m. and 8 p.m. Well, our hometown in Shelbyville, we picked that station up here. And I was like, I listened to the show and everything, and I heard the DJ, and I was like, yo, I told my DJ, I said, look, let's make a DJ intro song for this guy and just hand deliver it to him. So I made like this 30-second and 60-second show for intro for his 7 o'clock show and his 8 o'clock show. Took it down there with a couple of jars of moonshine and a couple of other gifts and presented it to him in person. Man, he brought me in, interviewed me that night, and then he started using the intro every single night and twice on Fridays. And I just kept giving him new ones, and he kept putting them in rotation, and everybody heard me. If you listen to hip hop north of Athens, Alabama, in this backwood area, 93.3, you would hear me every night at 7 p.m. I would come on.
You know,
bet
they
you
used
that
to be
shit
right
was
here.
right.
Before they moved to Athens, they used to be right here in Pulaski, Tennessee,
Yeah.
right behind the what's now the subway. But he was back in a little bitty shack with an antenna up when WEP first came out.
Yeah, and then they went up to Athens and got that big tower. That's where I went up there, man. Here's the thing: we filmed everything too because we had like the little cheap handy cam, and I still have like the DVD burnt of me and O-Rig up there giving Lil D the jars and it was like we had the mason jar and the paper bag with the hay twine with the CD tied to it. Like we would stuff the hay down in the bag. It looked real country. So when we pulled up, man, that's always been the thing, man. You gotta bless people. Like if you want, you just gotta show love, and like it's just really not that anymore. It's like a pissing contest now, always, you know.
Literally.
That's what 8 Volume JG used to do back in the day. That's what 3-6 did back in the day. They used to take it to 107.1 and Hot 97.1 in Memphis and get on the radio stations, but they take their songs and they radio edit them and go up there and get hooked up with Stan Bell and all them and get it on the radio during that time.
Yep.
Yes, that was the viral moment back in the day before there were viral moments. That was mine, was seeing that opportunity at the radio station, going and building that relationship. And then the reward from that is like what really kickstarted my career, because like once everybody heard me, everybody in my hometown not only already knew who I was, but then they supported me with my music because I was being heard every night.
Banjo.
Banjo, look brother.
Banjo Clip.
How y'all doing tonight? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Cool.
You know what's interesting? We're talking about the business and all, and how it used to be, and all that. I still always get physicals made of every project I do, and I'll take them to shows that I do and whatever. And people look at me like I'm crazy. They're like, "Man, you should just put a QR code on this card, and we'll scan it, and then we'll buy your out." And it's like, man, you got the physical thing right here.
Yeah. They don't have no way of playing it.
Right. You know, Tom got one from me, and I was like, "Well, man, thank you. I appreciate it." He's like, "No, you're going to sign this right quick." I was like, "Oh, okay, sure." You know,
But
serious artists won't wait for a show to pass them out.
Hear me out on this. Hear me out on this. The problem with a lot of artists now is they're scared to make physical CDs because they think physical CDs don't sell. In actuality, they still sell. You have to understand, you can sign a CD and that's an autograph that you'll never be able to get rid of. And you have a physical copy CD. And if you ever got a DVD player, if you got a VCR that has the VCR DVD player, if you got a car that has a CD player that you be able to listen to it. The problem with everybody in Smo he can actually he understand what I'm about to say.
Confirm.
It sounds better when it's on a CD and not coming from an MP3 or from the iTunes and the Spotify and all that. When you got a physical copy, it sounds so much better when you play it.
It sounds even better on vinyl.
As long as you upload the waves, man. Don't ever release the MP3. It should sound like static.
It do.
Yeah. But it's, I believe that something's gonna have to make a change here soon. Like we've already seen, like you look at the evolution of everything from vinyl to 8-track to cassette to CD to now digital. Like, do you think it's gonna stop here? Like it's about to make the next. It's about to go to the next thing. I don't know what the next thing is, but it's going to be way faster, way cheaper, and it's going to be an even bigger pay cut for the artist.
That implant they put in your head and you just hit listen to it.
Say Neuralink.
Neuralink.
Weird. Glasses. I think it's going to be glasses because I think glasses is an accessory that
they already got it.
Most people would be got with the earphones and all that in them.
Most people would be okay with glasses versus a phone if the glasses provided the same thing as the phone, right? So
they got the Ray-Bans that do that now.
Headbands they got headbands and earmuffs that you put on for the winter that have headphones built into them.
So we're already halfway there. Imagine
I tried a pair at Best Buy a couple of years ago when they were first trying to break out this technology, and they had the demo thing. You just hit play on the thing, and I sat there and I forgot I was wearing glasses because it was not like terrible quality or anything. It was like something to do with the bone behind your ear.
Yep.
And it sounded like if I had over the headphones on, like the bass was knocking, the treble was just right. And I was like,
it makes me nervous because every time I have a client that comes in and has those AI glasses, they got cameras on them. They're recording everything that you freaking, it's sneaky.
That and if you're walking around,
privacy just went from this to like this.
Y'all ever heard of geofencing?
Yeah.
So geofencing is sort of that technology, man, because like we're getting it in my work because I'm manager at Napa.
Good job.
I thought it was I thought it was just a what do you call that, man? Like a conspiracy. I thought, like you walk into Walmart and you look at a bag of potato chips and you walk out and that bag of potato chips was on your Facebook.
No, that's
what I mean? No,
it's real.
That's real.
Yeah,
it picks up voices too. So if you're talking about something and you wonder why your Facebook feed starts showing you that,
don't worry. That's what my district start showing me these glasses for sale.
Yeah.
Check this out.
Is that not what y'all want?
You're back.
Well, look, the district at my store just told me they're introducing it to my store to get more sales. I was like, "It's real?" He was like, "Oh yeah." He said, "What it is geofencing, invisible fence."
Yes, ma'am.
They put it around your building. The moment somebody walks in, it pings to their phone.
Pings to their
They
phone.
open it up.
So we need to start walking around saying our artist name 24/7.
I think that will ping, man. It will ping. Like walking to Walmart, I'm gonna go, amen. Y'all stream amen. That junk's gonna pop up on their face.
Yeah, but like, isn't that ultimately what we want? You know, like, isn't that what everybody wants? Is that the convenience of like
major convenience?
Well, I'm just sitting there. You know, it's no different than the convenience of Chat GPT. I will never hire a personal assistant again. Ever. Why would I ever pay anyone $600 a month to be my personal assistant when I get Chat GPT for $20 a month?
I don't know. That app is wild, man.
I mean, it's everything. It's everything that I need as a personal assistant. So,
and they just updated to the 5.
To the 5, bro, and it's buck wild. It's doing everything I needed to do. All I got to do is say, "Yo, G, do this," and it's done. You know how hard that used to be to get any one of my guys that work for me to do something?
That's what my next thing I was gonna bring up. What y'all have already talked about. If y'all could go back, there was such thing as a time machine, which everything that y'all know now. What would y'all change? What would y'all do when y'all first start?
Look at Smoke's face, man. He's like, I got a lot
of
change.
I would have put the Bible and everything from the beginning.
Hey, Smoke.
That's the one
Smoke.
thing
I ain't moved. I ain't moved out of my seat.
Yeah.
I ain't moved out of my seat. It's right here with me.
This is the one thing I would have changed in my whole career. I would have put
that absolutely
from day one. I would have made these pages priority. That's the one thing I would have changed. Everything else,
Country boy Elvis in here.
Yes, sir.
What about you, Steve? What would you change if you can go back and change something?
Hold on, Kev, because you weren't in here earlier before we went live. Here you go. Here's an ode to Kevin.
It ain't slapping. It ain't slap fest.
Hey,
it's on my table back.
What would I change about what is it?
As far as nothing bad. There's just knowing what you know now to how to get with how these people they have everything pretty much right here. Y'all didn't have that. Y'all actually had to go put footwork in. If you can go back with everything you know now,
what Smo said, man. What Smo said, everybody needs. You need that Bible. If you don't have that Bible with you, you're really, literally fighting your own demons.
Yeah, you can't. Sir. No matter how successful you get, no matter how much money you get, no matter how many fans you get, no matter how much whatever it is that you think you're chasing that you get, it'll never be enough if you don't have God first.
That's it.
And bro, let me tell y'all this. I am one person that 150% agrees with that, because I went from nothing to something to nothing, and I had to rededicate my life. And like I was telling Jay and them before we got started, TJ, you don't even know this. I'm actually in the hospital doing this interview with y'all. I got dehydrated and my heart started messing up on me, and I had to get a catheter ran through my arm. So, and if it wasn't for me going back and rededicating my life and getting rebaptized, I probably would have been gave up last week, because I couldn't take it no more.
Well, Tom, I want you to get
putting God first. Putting God first means more than any dollar that you will ever make, because if you don't put him first, you'll never make a dollar.
Facts.
Well, I just prayed.
And Tom, I want you to get better, but just know when you do get better, I'm in your ass. We're not calling me and telling me, just like you told me when I was in the hospital, and I ain't tell you. It's coming.
Well, that's what I'm telling you now, because I didn't really call nobody. Even my ex-wife cussed me out, so I take it from you, TJ. I ain't mad. I'm big dog. I take it, because if I can give it, I got to be able to take it.
That's right.
And Big Smo, I thank you, brother.
Several times, big dog.
Country Kid, what's happening, partner?
Man, chilling.
I'm still waiting on my seasoning, bro. You supposed to be sending.
Yo, that seasoning is crazy. I put it on my.
See, You know what? He forgot about me. I know how it is. They forget about the little guy.
He personally showed up and got his.
Yeah, I showed up and took mine. I took
Look,
Yeah.
I should have came. I ain't gonna even lie to you. I should have came, but I'm going through the getting evicted from my home. So because code enforcement came, not because I'm not paying my bills. Because code enforcement came, now I'm getting evicted. So I got to find a new spot.
You said you want to move to Texas? Oh.
No, I can't move to Texas. Texas too hot, man. Texas too hot. I think Memphis hot. I know Texas is hot. I've been there.
He said he coming to Middle Tennessee out here in the country.
Yeah, I don't know about that either, TJ.
It's hot.
Tom, where you staying at, man? Where you from?
I originally was born in Newport, Rhode Island. I lived in San Diego, but I'm South raised, so I'm in Memphis.
Hey.
But I'm either gonna move to Missouri or Niles, Michigan.
There you go.
I'm trying to go somewhere where it's cold.
Michigan.
But you can move. Hey, you can move to Northwest Arkansas.
No, I ain't going to Arkansas.
Arkansas.
That's Arkansas. That's Arkansas.
Yeah, if you
he trying to get you close.
You already know not to go to Arkansas. Arkansas is not to be there. No.
Hey, you gotta go northwest, like Rogers, Bentonville, right beside Missouri.
Arkansas, I want to even be in Arkansas.
Yeah, ain't nothing in Arkansas but the Arkansas State Troopers.
Oh yeah, they bad.
Man,
them boys tough. Them boys tough.
They dirty. They dirty on 40. Oof.
Oh yeah.
I don't know, man. You talked about it, Ski. You were talking about wanting to be in Middle Tennessee. You're right in the middle of everything. Both sides of the state to get the shows.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Wherever God lead me is where I'm going. I'm gonna be honest with you.
That's right.
I say where I want to go, but wherever God lead me is where I'm gonna end up at. Because you know my guy Richie moving to Nashville in about a week.
Is he really?
Nashville is real busy right now.
Tom coming to Texas.
Yep. Cuz Kid, you trying to get me out there?
He coming to Texas. I got a spot. I got a spot and everything.
What part of Texas?
Hey man, he literally sells small buildings, bro. He can hook you up.
He does.
Yeah,
What part of Texas?
Right, I'm in Texarkana.
Oh, okay.
Hold on. I got to speak up for Tom. I got to speak up for Tom on the small buildings, bro. We went to Kentucky for a show, and one of the cabins was made out of a small building, and Tom wasn't having that shit, bro.
See, y'all gotta understand. I'm a brother.
Seen a spider, and that man stayed up all night long. Did not go back to bed. Period. He set up with his gun.
I'm a brother, man. You know, and I don't do ghosts and goblins and shit like that. So you know,
none of that haunted house crap.
I'm a brother. We don't do that.
Hey, when we went,
none of that.
I bought a brand new house and got a house built because the house that we had a contract on had already had a pool, 8-car garage, all the stuff, wraparound driveway. It was like what we wanted, you know what I'm saying? So we had the contract on it, and I found out somebody died in it and canceled the contract and built the house.
Oh, man.
Yep.
Hey, Kev.
I don't blame him.
Said he needs a plug on 100 sheds.
Yeah.
Easy.
He said he needs
I can see that.
Easy. I need a plug on somebody that can change the power steering pump.
I got you, bro.
I got you. J Devil. Hit up Kev.
That's what I need. Somebody change it.
Hey, that thing's sexy though. Let me get that.
Hey, my artist is a master mechanic.
Yeah, that thing go hard.
J Devil's a master mechanic, bro. He's got his certifications.
That's the daily right there, baby.
Next to the old school.
Yeah.
And you got the snowflake rims on that bad boy.
Oh, it's finna be different. I'm selling them.
So let me ask y'all this.
I'm putting a lift and stuff on Monday.
Because just doing what I do, you know, I'm starting to realize a lot of people think just because they put a dope song out, that makes them an artist. Is that true?
Nah, man.
Nah.
Look.
You
can be the most talented guy, bro, but you're not going to go far.
10% of the business.
Now listen, it's a big difference between a rapper and an artist.
Mm-hmm.
I promise you, talent is the smallest percentage in the business of what it takes to be successful. I mean, look at Tyler. Look at the Island
look at
Boys, bro.
Yeah, the dumbest rappers, bro, and they're more
Like
famous than you right
some of
now.
the
That
stupidest
tells you
shit
something.
gets out there if you know how to market, if you know
That's
how
it.
to network, if you know how to if you're business oriented, you can be
Man, he
successful
disappeared.
without the talent, right? Talent's the
Yeah.
smallest thing in the business. You can have the most talent that I've ever seen. If you don't know how to conduct yourself, if you don't know how to show respect, if you don't know how business works, I'm not going to work with you. I don't care how good you are.
Yep.
And that's the thing. People don't know how to do business. Artists, like you said, it's the difference between rappers and artists. I know a lot of rappers. I don't know too many artists.
Hey, and shout out to TJ, y'all. I don't know if y'all know this, but this dude got
Yes.
me a feature, dog, with some good folks,
can't
man.
wait.
So shout
I
out TJ.
can't wait.
Look, let me just explain something, man. Like, I know that before that, me and TJ would say, hey, you know, TJ still shout me out, but I actually talked to him the other day, man, had a conversation. Dude is a solid guy, man. Shout out to TJ. He didn't even have to do that.
Girl, I grew up
And,
on Hello.
and that
I
just
grew up
shows
on
you
Hello.
like what kind of a person TJ is. So shout out to him.
Thank
I
you.
can't wait so that because it's.
I mean, that's
it's
been my
in
job.
my
The
book.
years that I've been in this business, I've made it my job to network artists, and I hear one artist and I hear another artist, and I think they would sound good together, but they don't know each other. I want to make that connection because I want to give that to the music, to the game, to the business. You know what I mean? And if I know this person, but I don't know that person, I give it I believe everybody deserves a chance to chase their dreams.
Yeah.
But when you come out with all this negative shit and you going down people's back talking shit and all that, you just gonna ruin it for yourself because ain't nobody gonna want to work with that.
Yeah. It's just crazy, man, because like because you really stick like Smo. My boy TJ right here. I don't know how well you know TJ.
I've booked
I just
Smoke.
want to. Okay, so you booked him. Okay, dude.
I've booked him before. He's been out here.
And SP and Smo slow dance to TJ singing Purple Rain.
Yeah.
Well, TJ's a solid guy,
dude.
Smo. Like I had one conversation with him the other day. It was a real conversation that me and him had on the phone. Next thing you know, this dude's got me lined up with some awesome artists, dude. It's crazy, man. Like this dude really puts his neck out there for people. So shout out to TJ, man, for real.
Hey, Souls in the chat on Facebook. He said he shouted you out, TJ. Malcolm.
Hey, I remember the first day I hit up Smo. This was 2 years ago. I'm like, I messaged Smo on Facebook. I'm like, this dude ain't never gonna write me back, but it's worth a try.
It's like
you know what I mean?
years.
I'm like 3 years ago. Yeah,
like
3 years. I was like, hey, what's up, man? I'm an artist. My name's Trevor Tyler, and I got this country song, and also I can make beats for you if you like. Smo hits me back up, bro. Probably not even a minute later. I'm like, bro, this can't be real. I was like, it's probably one of them automatic messages. But this mother's like, no, I'm down for some beats, man. Yeah, let's work. He's send me something. He gave me his email. I sent him a song, man. Smo was not gonna lie or bull crap right in my face. The first thing he said was like, look, that beat's hot, but that hook is ass.
I was like, the beat's slapping, but that you got to work on this hook. And I just kept it real with him. I told him the things he needed to hear. Like it's mostly in the beginning, it's always the same thing. Young artists have to find their tone. You know, it's your tone that defines you in this oversaturated world of music because your tone is what will make you stand out from everybody
you
else.
Said something really cool, Smo. You said you told him what he needed to hear, not what he wanted to hear.
Yeah, look. When he did that, when Smo did that, man, I didn't take it negative at all, man. I loved every bit of what the criticism he was giving me because this is my idol. Y'all don't even understand. Smo was my stuff back then, bro. I was bumping Neighbors and kicking it in Tennessee, all that, man, just growing up. So me sitting here actually talking to him, and he's giving me, the works, man. Like just, hey, man, you need to fix this. Yeah, he gave me the blueprint, man. So I sat down and I went like almost a whole year without even making music, man, without it doing nothing. I did that one song with Smo, and I just took everything that he had told me, and I sat in that room upstairs. That's when my studio was upstairs, and I just started working on my craft, man. I started like just
building a brand,
sweating, building a brand, man. Just
that was one of the things. I was like, build a brand, define your tone, like make your own sound, stand out from the rest of these guys. Don't put an artist on the board as your bullseye. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, learn from watching.
Focus on yourself.
Yeah, focus on you and be one of a kind. You know what I'm saying? That was and then
be a student of the game, but be your own person.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, learn.
I wouldn't be, TJ. I wouldn't be here with you asking me to be with artists if it wasn't with Smo, because I wouldn't be. I'm gonna be honest with you. I probably wouldn't be who I am right now without my boy Smo right there.
And that's that's how I feel about Haystack. Like, I wouldn't be the artist that I am. We might not even have country rap, bro.
Exactly.
Not what it is today. I'm just saying, like,
I feel that way about Smo, Stack, Lil White, Bubba, all of them, man. Like, that's who I grew up on. And I've had a chance to sit down and chop it up with all of them, and I've learned from all of them.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's like, shout out to Banjo, because without you, Banjo, I wouldn't be doing this podcast like it, because I was fine and comfortable doing a mental health podcast. I like that.
Yeah, I remember you were doing that. Yeah.
Well, it meant a lot because it was actually helping people, and I didn't want to get in the middle of having to pick and side and all that. Nah, I don't want to do that. I want to help people. And a lot of these people, what they want you to help them is to put stuff in their hand without them putting the work in, and that's not okay. Because it takes a lot more than just to make a dope song to be an artist in this. Because just because your song's hot does not mean you can just go up to anybody and say, "Hey, yo, pay me $500 to show up at your spot."
It's actually the opposite. It's the opposite, Jay, of what you said. The song doesn't have to be hot. The artist has to be hot, and then every song he puts out is gas, regardless. That's the new blueprint. It's like the music is the byproduct. The artist is what's got to be the gas. So like you got to be, and it's proof.
That's like a car, and you got to fuel it to drive it. You know what I mean?
Well, it's proof in like some of these artists that like have a lot of numbers, and I'm not saying that their music is garbage. I'm just saying that it's not what these numbers reflect. So what you do is you get hot artists that put out content, and because they're hot artists, they're it's like, man, that song's a banger. And I pay attention to what there's like, man, that's hot. That's hot. That's hot. It's like every song's hot. It's like nothing's a miss, right? And that's not how my career has been. I put out a whole album. There might be 4 good songs and then 7 that ain't worth nothing. And if somebody was to tell me my bad song was hot, I'd be like, y'all out of your mind. But nowadays, I'm just saying, like, I pay attention to this stuff, and it's like, one of these artists get hot, and then every song they put out, it's like it can't be bad. You know what I'm saying? It just,
and that's crazy part.
Because
that's what I'm getting a lot lately, man. Everybody's like, "Yo, Banjo can't miss." I was like, "Yeah, I can miss."
Yeah,
trust me, I got a lot of songs sitting on my computer right now that I ain't released because I know I missed.
It's dangerous, and that's cool for people to say that, but the danger is when you believe it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When you start believing it, you start acting like you can't miss.
Oh, I can miss.
Man, I'm guilty of that. I'll say an artist can't miss, but I don't mean that they can. I know they can. I know everybody has off days and everything else. When I say it, I'm like, as far as not missing, they're working there. I see them working constantly. I see them bettering their craft. Like they might put out a good song, but I've seen them put out a good song, and then 2-3 days later they put out a better song, and they just keep going up. And they're not releasing just anything, just any garbage. Like Banjo just said it. He's got all these songs where he's missed, where he knows it doesn't meet the standard. And that's the big word that a lot of these artists don't understand is standard.
That's
They
what I'm
don't
saying. They
set
just
a
put out,
standard to meet it.
and that's what I mean. They put out just like a bunch of whatever, and it's like to a sonically trained
Bro,
professional ear, you listen to it and you're like, I don't get it. Like this really ain't.
Hey, Devil,
This
what's
ain't
up,
even.
man?
That's because they're lazy, Smo. They think, oh, surely if I put out 50 songs this year, one of them's gotta blow up and make me rich.
But if the artist is hot, here's the thing. If the artist is hot and he puts out these same trash songs because the artist is hot, all the songs are fire.
They catch on.
Yeah.
You know,
They do
like
all
All right, so I
it's
have
just something that I've been paying attention to, man. Like, and maybe it's just again, I think I had a
That
moment
kind
this past weekend at a live concert where I realized that I was just too old for a lot of this stuff.
you're like, hey, this right here just ain't it, man.
And it's like
That part, brother.
I
That part.
was at a Christian concert, you know, and it was a Christian rap tour thing called Holy Smoke in Nashville. And it's like, you know, because that's where I'm going to be at is now at faith-based music events and stuff like that. And this was like the second one that I have been to. And for me, I'm in the crowd and I'm watching this young dude on stage and like they got gold teeth and diamonds and they're up there acting like they're buck wilding on stage talking about Jesus and Jesus. And I'm just like
it's a facade, like a
I'm
gimmick
looking.
type deal.
Well, see, this is what I thought. I was sitting there looking with my old self and I was like, this don't add up. You know, like gold chains and gold grills and Jesus. I was like, somewhere in the mix here, someone is off path. But then I went and did my research on the specific artist that I was watching. And I was like, yo, this dude's been doing it. He's probably in his 20s now. He's been doing it since he was like a young teenager, 13. And like, he really does. He's really about his Jesus like that. And I had to step back and I was like, okay, see, you was being that old dude that was quick to judge somebody based off of how they look and you didn't do your research. And I was just standing there in the crowd and really I'm picking them apart because every one of these dudes is on stage rapping on top of their full vocals. And I know that a lot of these young dudes do that, but Tom, did you used to rap on top of your full song with the full verse vocals?
I did because
Sounded better?
for me, it did sound better, but my voice has always been strong.
Right.
And a lot of times they don't give the sound equipment, don't give the full effect.
See,
and I do that. I do it when I'm doing a show, but like when I got a live band, bro, it's a whole different entity. It's just you wouldn't know that I was rapping over my vocals unless I told you.
Or unless you dropped the mic and your voice kept going.
Yeah, but a lot of time when I drop it, it's right there at the ad lib anyway.
Right. I got you. See,
I have a question, y'all. Going back to the previous topic about an artist being hot or whatnot. What about these artists that do it just because they're passionate about it and they might sound good, but they're just inexperienced? Like, where's y'all's opinion on some of that nature?
I'm gonna let Smo take that.
I tell you the same thing I tell everybody. If you're gonna do it right.
Well, I think
remember when Smo told you our first interview, Banjo. That was great. That was great insight on that one.
I think that it's up to your goal. Like, what is your end goal? Because obviously, if two different things here, like if you come to me and you say I got to go 5 miles, okay, are you trying to get there in a quick time? Or are you just trying to complete the 5 miles? Because that's two different ways you're going to address this 5 miles in front of you. You're either going to run it like your life depends on it, or you're going to slow walk and enjoy the view. So to me, what you getting into the music for, like what's your goal? Like you said, if someone's just doing it because they're passionate about making music and they got a full-time job and they're not trying to raise kids on this, you know, like that's different than somebody who's putting it all on the line, you know, because this music is a lot like having a gambling habit. You know, like every song I
DJ
drop,
Catfish.
I'm not every song I drop, bro. It's like walking in the casino and putting $5 grand on blackjack, or the roulette table. Even better, like even better, the roulette table. Every time I drop a single, I walk into a casino, I put 5,000 on black and say spin the wheel, and it's either I'm gonna lose it all or I'm gonna double it. That's basically the music game. So if you're into gambling, if you're in it for the money and you like gambling, like this is for you, but like thinking that you're gonna come into this music industry and make something without getting extremely lucky off of something that's far-fetched or an anomaly, you're looking at like 5 to 10 years of work before you even start to make your money back, much less break even.
NF, one of my favorite artists, he has a line in When I Grow Up that says most of your hottest are the new hottest artists, or that has been doing this for years before y'all even knew it.
Yeah,
a lot of these people have been doing this for at least 15 years. Like Tech Nine, when they said he was this new artist, Tech Nine blowing up, I'm like, Tech's been doing this since the 90s. What do you
that's
mean?
like everybody now, like on the Jelly Roll. We're like, man, we've been knowing Jelly Roll for a long time. Like now,
Right.
and now all of a sudden, he's on everybody's table. I'm like, well, we've been knowing Jelly, and it's
Been
no
knowing-
different than me. People thought that my first album was Country Living with the Working. They're like, man, I love you. I've been listening to you since your first album. I'm like, oh yeah, which one? They're like, Working. I'm like, that
ain't the first album.
I did music for 10 years before that. My first album came out in 2002. You talking about 2012. So like, you're very right, Jay. It's you put in a lot of work before you even get the recognition. So like, to these young up and coming artists, get comfortable, bro. Either that or get a job and let this be, because I poured concrete while I was doing music until I had to make a choice. Like it wasn't like, it's not like I quit my concrete job and was
Hey,
like,
share this screen, Jay. Look, this is what Smo talking about right here, man. Look, can y'all see this folder? this right here is putting in the work. 463 items, man, and that's just this year.
And they all labeled differently. Nothing.
Are.
Probably maybe one of those is labeled what the song's supposed to be. Probably one.
Look, Smo. There's one right there that says Smo.
no.
No, man, there's a bunch of stuff, man. Rich, Hill with it, Play, Empty Bottles, Boots, Dope. Man, look, I named stuff.
I remember them beats when you were making them, because you used to send me samples like, hey, yo, look at this, I'm cooking up.
Man, look, I just be naming stuff to name stuff, man.
So I'm gonna piggyback off you, Smo. People don't understand. You like you said your first album, they said 2012, and you like, nah, that was 2002, right?
Yeah.
All right. Everybody knows me from Too Wild for the World, but everybody got to realize I had been doing work with Squeaky from 1990.
Right.
From 90 to 95 before I did my first mixtape. Then from 95 to 98, we still was doing work. And we did, in 97, we did the On the Mission album. Then Too Wild for the World came out after that. Then the Project Players. Then my You Can't Hold Me Back album came out. Like, you got to understand, man, I just retired from work last year.
Right.
I've worked my whole fucking rap career.
Yeah.
My whole career.
Yeah.
Do you know these cats out here that's doing this music and they feel like, oh, I'm gonna be successful overnight? Bro, no, you're not.
No, you're not.
I don't know who told you that. You better go do your homework.
They lied.
You got to do your homework.
Yeah.
I was just bumping on the mission or during the mission at work the other day, and this guy came up to me like, "Where did you find this?" I'm like, "That's my homie Ski." It's like, that's DJ Squeaky and the fans. Like, how do you know about that? I was like, oh, I do shows occasionally with this guy. Like, that's my uncle. He's like, how'd you meet Tom Ski? That dude's a legend. I'm like, man, like, you don't realize how deep it goes until you see somebody else's reaction. and they're a little,
Exactly.
you know, it's
Exactly.
very cool for
Well,
me
it's
to
like
admit.
when me and Mo were talking at Slap Fest, and I was like, well, I wanted to do this because I want to bring OGs like Buckshot, Kung Fu Vampire, Boondocks, people that have been doing this for years that ain't disappeared. It's just they don't need to do this social media stuff,
Right.
because they're already out there established.
Well,
But
Buckshot's about to release an album that is technically 3 albums in one.
Yep.
Like it is
I can't wait,
30
dude. I
some
cannot
odd
wait.
tracks.
But it's just, watching people like y'all put in the work that can sit here and talk. It's just, is anybody really listening? Like it says, there's 14 people in this chat right now. That doesn't bother me. That's because I already know what's going to happen. It always happens. People's going to like, oh, I didn't know you had them up there, because y'all focus on things that don't matter.
Okay,
I mean,
think about this. Hold on,
Yeah.
TJ. Think about this. Me and Smo was doing music way before the internet and everybody had all this social media stuff. Do you know how
You said you
hard that
started in
work
90.
was?
Look at
Do
how
you know
many.
how hard that is to do that? And then, like, all of y'all got to do is push a button and put songs out now.
Well, just look at the
Nobody know what a
longevity.
4-track. Nobody knew what 4-track music was. Nobody knew nothing about that.
You said you started in 90, right? Look at how many
Yeah.
top dope artists aren't here. 2 of them I think of, Biggie and Pop.
I'll tell you something else too. The length of the songs back then were able to be a lot longer than they are now. Like
Yeah,
now,
I limit mine to like 230.
so they don't want to listen to long tracks. They want to listen to 2 minutes, 3 minutes,
Yeah.
not 5 and 10 minute songs, and that's changed a lot over the years. But when these younger artists out here, they ask me questions and I talk to them, I try to explain to them, man, it's not going to happen overnight. And one of the things that you got to have besides the dedication to it is patience. You have to be patient. You can't expect everything to happen right then, right now. You just came in the game. You're what, 1 or 2 years old in this game, putting out music. And everybody I've worked with, from Smo to Ski to Jelly Roll, Struggle, Yellow Wolf, Little White. Man, Little White was in school, bro, at the lunch table rapping. He was with groups, Shelby Forest Clique, years before he ever got with 3-6 Mafia and actually cut his first album out there that started blowing up before the internet. Like, every artist I've ever worked with has at least 20 years in the game before they blew up. At least. And y'all are out here 2-3 years in thinking that y'all are just going to blow up and go viral and be rich overnight. It doesn't work like that.
Yeah, it don't work like
People
that.
are just now starting to discover me, and it's been about 5.5 going on 6 years. They're starting to discover my early days.
Same. I've been doing this actively for 10 years now, and Jay will tell you that it's just now starting to get a little momentum, and I'm okay with that. Like, I really am. But I've known from the jump it wasn't going to be an overnight thing. I never expected it to be an overnight thing. That was where I felt very much different from everybody around me that was doing it. Was everybody's like, "Yeah, I got this hot single. I just got to find the right way to promote it, and I'm gonna become a millionaire overnight and get a record deal." I was like, "Good luck with that, man. I wish you the best of luck. I'm just gonna keep doing my thing, grinding."
Unless you create a whole nother Welcome to My House or a whole nother Crank That Soldier Boy.
My
Frank that was blowing up Frank that was blowing up all in Atlanta before it even came up north.
My favorite thing that I love hearing people complain about it, it makes me laugh every time, is gatekeeping. There are no gatekeepers in this business. The world is too big and has too many people out here that love music for anybody to gatekeep one person. The only person that can gatekeep in this business is you. You're the only person that's going to keep yourself from doing what needs to be done.
Y'all heard that. TJ is speaking facts right there. It's not nobody else. You can't blame it on like the bigger upper guys just because they won't work with you. It's your responsibility. If you want to do this, then you're gonna have to do it right, man. You're gonna have to climb that ladder yourself and build your own brand.
If you're an artist and you're out here on the internet going back and forth with some kind of fake internet beef, or if you're an artist out here trying to dog other people, you're not doing what you need to be doing as an artist to make it, and you're not serious about your craft, because the time that you're spending doing that, you should be spending it perfecting your craft, bettering your market, and it's not in the route of bashing other people, bashing people that's done made it. Like, I see people who ain't even got 1,000 views on their songs trying to talk shit about people like Lil White or Big Smo. Like, I've seen people sit there and try to bash Smo, talking about Smo don't need this person, or Smo needs this person to stay relevant. Come on, man. Like y'all gotta stop.
I don't know anybody else that's had their own TV show. Besides Smo.
No, you're muted.
You're muted, Smo.
Unmuted.
Can you unmute this thing, Jay?
He has to do it. He did it himself.
My bad. I said, yeah, I ain't seen nobody else come up with their own TV show. And I mean, I'm the first country rapper to ever get signed to a major label. Back when getting signed to a major label was what people wanted to do.
I didn't know a country rapper have an intro song the Lizard Lick Towing neither.
Right. Like, I don't know how many first time, but like, it don't even matter. Like, that was my goal anyways, was to be the first to do everything that I was trying to do. If it hadn't been done, I wanted to be the first one to do it because I believed that it could be done. You know, so like, and this started from, man, I still record in the same shack, bro, that I started this in. Ain't nothing changed.
I need to come visit that, by the way, bro.
Man, I just had.
I feel like that would be a vibe.
Yeah, I just had a couple of the homies come through. I'm about to have Black Wizzle out here.
You about to have Tom Ski pull up on you, and it's gonna be a small ski track.
Pull up, and
because me and you know somebody mutual, and you and him did a track, but I don't think y'all ever did it. My boy One Mike.
The only guy I know with a white strip in his head.
You can call. You need to do a ski slope album.
I don't know what's going on.
That'd be dope.
And you need a ski slope album, recording high from the sky. That'd be dope.
I don't know what's going on in the chat, but somebody made a really good point about Mac Dre not getting mainstream focus until.
That's also I figured out why they got hit.
Everybody. That's when you get all your recognition.
I mean, I'm hoping that that's when a lot of my numbers go up, so at least my wife and my kids will have something.
Yeah.
I do have a question for Scott, because I've always wanted to know from his perspective what he thinks about it, because he's been mainstream and he's been underground. So what are your feelings on all the hype about I always hear people say, fuck mainstream, it's all about underground, I'll never go mainstream and all that. Is that a legitimate quirk, or do you think every artist, if their goal is to get paid and do that, if they were offered, do you think they would take the mainstream route?
Okay, so the key thing you said there is if they want to get paid. So whenever I signed my record deal with Warner Brothers, I wanted to get paid. I've been doing it. I had already been doing it for 12, 13 years, and had been struggling and had built everything from the ground up. And I couldn't get any further. With what I had capped out. And it's because we didn't have the technology that they have today. So I was doing the max that I could do with what I had. The only way that I was going to be able to do anything more is if I brought somebody else in that had a budget that could take me the places that I couldn't get myself. I had already maxed out what I could do. And the thing is like the devil did my deal, right? Like, and I didn't know that at the time. You never know it at the time. When they say you sign your soul to the devil, it ain't like you sit down with paper and pen and he comes up to you and offers you this deal. you do something and you don't even realize it until maybe
Like
years
that chicken.
later that you put yourself in a position because of something, you know, really bad. So I'll tell you this, I didn't realize this till much later, but you know, whenever I had done music for a long time and Kicking It in Tennessee, that was the song that everybody like really caught on to, right? And the reason for that wasn't because of the song, because I could only sell that song to as many people as I could reach with physical CDs at the time. Okay.
Right.
What made that song pop off was the music video that I shot myself and that I put on YouTube years ago. Okay. That's what's got the millions and millions of views. And that's what made the record label pick up the phone and call me, was that music video. Now, in that music video, I cut the head off of a chicken. So I had filmed a video called How to Kill a Chicken. And I showed, you know, I went to the barn, got a chicken, brought it out back, tied it to the tree, took my samurai sword, cut its head off, dunked it in the boiling water, plucked the feathers, gutted it, put it on a grill, cooked it, and then ate it. It was a video that I did for YouTube.
It's a sacrifice.
Chicken.
Sound good to me.
Okay, so that got flagged. It was like the first time a flag had ever been flown on YouTube. PETA, of all people, flagged that video and had that video taken down. Well, I got mad about it. So I went and I took just the part of me cutting the chicken's head off and it like stumbling around with no head. And I put that part right in the middle of my music video, just out of spite. I was like, I bet they never watched this music video and I'm going to put that me cutting the head off of that chicken in that video. Well, that's why the label called. They were like, yo, did you really cut the head off of that chicken?
That man pulled a Ozzy.
I was like, you better believe.
He did a sacrifice. That's what he did.
I sacrificed the animal. Blood was spilled, and then I put it on display digitally for the world to see. And that's why the phone started blowing up. That's why the numbers went up. That was initially what got the phone, like everything really going in the major label direction. So
for all of y'all watching this, do not be killing y'all's motherfucking pets.
Yeah, don't do that.
Not worth it.
And it's something like I said the other day. That's why I wanted to do this again, because everybody's path to success and what it's supposed to be is not the same.
You can see somebody right now looking over at their cat talking about, hey,
hey, Zilla, stop giving them ideas.
Do the same thing Tom did. Like everybody's path to success.
I mean, after what my dog did today.
Oh man, look, Smo, you giving
I
him
love my dog. I ain't gonna...
Listen, the chicken wasn't my pet, right? And I didn't just kill it and pick it off dinner. I killed it and I ate it. And the whole point of the video in the first place was there was
educational purposes.
It was like so many people like eating chicken. I'm like, y'all ain't even country. Y'all sit in a drive-through and eat chicken. Like this is how you kill a chicken and what eating a chicken looks like. So I was on my country boy thing.
Leave that cat alone.
And trying to flex.
Kev, leave that cat alone.
I put it in a video, and I feel like, you know, and I could be wrong. Maybe that wasn't a deal that I made.
Check it out.
You know, with the dark side. But many years later, when I'm sitting on a multi-million-dollar bus on a West Coast tour with a 7-piece band and like a catered life, I'm sitting there, and when you're by yourself in the middle of all this, and your TV show's on the TV and your music's being played and you're sitting there and you're like, how did this happen? Because if you don't sit with that and like ask yourself like, yo, how did this happen? And then it came to me at that very moment that Country Boy Kev, don't kill them pigs.
He said, "Oh, I'll be real good with my seasoning." Oh,
hey, y'all!
Hey, I try to do what Smo did with chicken. Nobody can say that. No,
come on, man.
Look, I seen one of those. I seen a baby pig just like that get sacrificed one time. Man, we lived beside some weird people one time, and they had a party, and they took a baby pig and went and let the blood pour all over them. I was like, bro, we gotta move.
Hey,
time to go.
I gotta go, bro.
You was
wrap it up.
Hey,
My boy Pig. His
This
name
is
is
North
Saucy.
Carolina. It's just they were
you-
Philippine,
Oh.
man. They were Philippine, and they were,
Look at this. Get
yeah,
out.
you know,
Yeah.
like what?
My DJ was
Mm.
Filipino. Orig, he's half Filipino. His mom's Filipino. She wild.
Ask him what that's about then.
Nah, I already know. They be eating like that stuff, pancit and lumpia, and like she had.
I'm willing
She
to
used to
bet
make-
hoodoo or voodoo.
She made this
My
cow
job,
lung
bro.
soup that we used to eat all the time.
You are?
Cow
Oh, Smell,
lung.
you ate some?
Yeah, bro. I used to eat the fish eyes and everything, bro.
Man, I bet you that shit good as hell for real though, as long as it's authentically cooked.
Salty.
Salty.
Yeah, they liked it salty. She said because most of the time they cook stuff in
Say hey,
salt
baby.
water. But yeah,
I'm the only person that can't say that. I'm the brother that don't do that shit.
but I'm just
Yeah, look, Tom's like, you keep me out of that.
Banjo.
Yeah, I'm out of it, man. Like,
Jay.
fuck
Hello,
that.
how you doing?
Smoke.
That's Miss Country Boy Kev right there.
Yeah.
How you doing?
back
Good to
on
see you
the,
again.
just
Did
to
you
go
say
back
Miss
on
Country
the
Boy Kev?
Huh?
Jay
That's
said
Miss
that's
Country
Miss
Boy
Country
Kev,
Boy
man.
Kev.
Hey,
Yeah, that is
they
Country Boy
coined my
Kev.
girl as Miss Savvy, so that.
They said Miss Country Boy Hill.
but
Country.
to finish
Like a
this, just to
damn thing.
tell y'all about the chicken, man. Like, you know, that's when. So the major label question that you asked, like, yes, I want. And here's the thing, man. Most of the time, like if you're going around saying I ain't signing no major record label deal, it's because someone who did sign a record label deal has sat and told you not to.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
not because you know, because you ain't done it.
Right.
So you could be thankful for the person that did sign the major record label deal, live through the experience, and then sit down and tell you, say, cuz you don't need to do that because you can do this all on your own. Because that's what I learned whenever I went to the major record labels. I was like, okay, the only thing this is I could have just went to the credit union and took out $150,000 loan
And paid
and
yourself back.
and then just gave it to myself, and then I could have done what I needed to do, and then put 125,000 back into the bank, and then all I got to do is make this 10 back, and I would have been recouped. But see,
Yeah.
when you do a major record label deal,
The
like
360 deals, boy. Woo.
I didn't even have a 360 deal, but they still like, I mean, you know, they cut me a big check,
Yeah.
and they gave me like $250,000 to do my album with, and like I ain't never had a quarter of nothing, maybe a quarter of $1,000 to make some music with, but like,
Man, I bet you was buying every goddamn.
hey, no, you know what I did? I just hired people. I was like, I want Jason Aldean's drummer, Rich Redmond, bring him in here. He's playing the drums. I want Peter Keys from Leonard Skinner, bring him in here. He's playing the keys. Like I just pulled in all of the top-notch musicians from all of my favorite bands. And I'm like, y'all come here. I'm gonna pay y'all. Now play these songs. And we had cut the demos for these records out here in the shack. So we already had the demos for all these songs. And when we went to the studio, it wasn't like we were sitting in there creating. It was just like, okay, guys, this is the song. And then when you work in Nashville, they have a way of writing out the music. It's the Nashville. It's got a name. It's like the Nashville music way, or how they write out. So they can write a song structure and pass it out to every player, and every player knows exactly how to play it. It's like some mathematical musical structure that they got, but it's a Nashville thing.
Like on the movie Drumline, where they play the music and it spits it out as their beats, as the music.
Yeah, it gives them like the whole music thing. So everybody, like, it was me getting all my favorite players, putting them into a really nice studio at Sony ATV, and like I just sat back and enjoyed it. Like I had earned this. I was like, yo, this is what I worked so hard for, is to sit in here. You know, I had like Aaron Lewis pop in my session, and we're in there drinking, you know, Crown, and he's listening. I got all these people coming through, like all these big artists and writers, and, you know, getting to sit on the bus and write with Hootie, you know what I'm saying? And doing all of that with Darius. Like I just had a lot of experiences that I wouldn't have had I not signed to that major. And then that TV show would have never happened. You know, so it was like And my whole point, like, of course, I wanted to be financially well because I was trying to raise children and have a life and everything. And I had dedicated my life to this. But like, honestly, I really dug in with stuff like the TV show and everything because I was trying to put country rap on the map.
Well, froze up on.
And you did.
It was more about giving that genre.
Because Smoke's talking about that part of it, and he's been a part of it. You've not been part of the mainstream, but you've been in the underground long enough. Would you go mainstream if given the opportunity?
You talking to me?
Yes.
You know, we was on the cuff of being mainstream when we signed the Relatively.
Right.
You know, the crazy part about it and what Smo's talking about is actual factual. Like, we sold 2,000 records on the Mission record and got a major deal. The biggest problem with when I dropped my album, they did not know how to market Tom Ski Mask.
Same with Warner. They didn't know what to do.
They didn't know what to do with me. I was new. I was fresh.
Yeah.
When you hear my music, you did not know where to go with it. So they tried to piggyback off 3-6, but 3-6 was doing kind of horrorcore rap.
But they had that.
And they end up going mainstream. We wasn't mainstream, but we was mainstream.
Mm-hmm.
Because we didn't do none of that horrorcore rap, but I'm like Smoke, man. We got 300,000 off the 2 Hour for the World, you know. And I'm like, bro, we here. Like, let's go do it. And we knocking elbows with Scarfaces and UGK and stuff like that. So
that's where I got my.
If my music catalog would have dropped in the '90s, absolutely, I'd be somewhere right now.
My when I got picked up with Def Jam South, it was through Scarface.
And Scarface is probably the coolest dude you'll ever meet, dog.
Yeah, you know, I'm down.
You got some people that say something bad about him. Then you got some people say, my experience with Scarface, Scarface is the coolest dude you'll ever meet.
Scarface is one of the most talented rappers that I've ever met in my life.
That's why people they were generational rappers.
Remember,
man.
Snow? I told you about that. Turn down the Interscope.
Mainstream. What's that word that they use now? Capping. I think they capping.
They capping.
Yeah.
Capping.
Yeah,
because
they can't. I mean, you gotta say, man, to get even like Willie D, man, Willie D
trying to get the bag.
Right. Yeah, Willie D had, man, them boys, the Ghetto Boys itself, you know what I'm saying? But like that whole group was just something different. You know what I'm saying? They had a different reach, man. They had a different reach than other people did, especially in that time, man. I feel like when you look at 3-6, you can see the Ghetto Boys' influence on them because of the similarities in the. You know what I'm saying?
All you got to do is go listen to some old Coopster, man, and you already know what happened.
Yeah,
I had a dude
right there.
I had a guy thinking he was doing me a favor, man, and reached out to one of them reps to Interscope Record, right? Well, that person ended up emailing me, and it was an offer, but there was things they wanted me to do, man, like things that they said that I had to do this with my music. You can't do this the way you're looking right now. You got to change that, bro. I was like, no, I'm not interested. And I appreciated my friend. I hit my boy up, and I was like, look, man, I appreciate what you did, but I don't like the terms, man. That's crazy.
Yeah, I turned down Sony,
and that's the biggest thing, man. When you move that way, it is the terms. They're gonna tell you what you can and cannot do.
Yeah.
And if you're not willing to do it,
Sony wanted all my
you just
stuff.
ain't willing to
They
do
wanted
it.
me as they didn't just want the music. They wanted Slapfest. They wanted the book. They wanted the season. They wanted everything attached to me, not just me as an artist. And I was like, you crazy as hell. And then they flew in and they flew out just as fucking fast. And then Epic Records, I didn't even fool with them. I didn't even drive up to
I
to see
heard
what they was
about that.
talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was supposed to go to New York. I had a meeting set up and stuff, and they wanted me to fly out, and I didn't even show up. Yeah, because I had realized how many people had passed away off that label, and I didn't want no part of it.
Yeah.
Damn sure been a few. Definitely a few.
Yeah, I just left it alone. But those were in the last 3 years, baby? In the last 3 years.
That's crazy.
But Sony, I've talked to you. Remember back in the day, before I got with Def Jam South, they were trying to get me to do a distribution and publishing deal with Koch Records. You remember Koch?
Yep.
Yeah, so Koch had hit me up. And it was an offer, and it was between them and them.
They done cut out, man.
And I went with them. So Scarface also picked up a Samoan rap group out of Killeen called Green City. And oh hell, y'all look at that train. Never mind, you can't see it. There it is.
Y'all ever heard of what's that? Filthy Immigrants group? They used to open up for Insane Clown Posse, man. They were pretty dope, man. I don't even know why I got onto that. I think I was reading the comments.
But one thing that I want everybody to know too, the reason why I wanted Kev, Smo, TJ, and Tom to come on here is because these dudes also impact the generation under them or the generation that needs help. They don't just use what they have.
Look what Smo doing for me.
Just to be there and just say, "Oh, well, you guys need to sit there and shine a light on me." Smo told me, when you told me that when we talked, Smo, at Slapfest, you told me that you go to jails and you give sermons, and then when you help out people that are in rehab, man, inside made me like feel some kind of way, like, because when I first started banjo bouts, that's what I was doing, and I kept trying to reach out to people like, "Hey, do you want to get involved in the community?" And they would say, "Oh yeah, I do," but they just want the attention. They really don't want to do the work. And
okay, let me tell you about the community. This is the thing, and everybody say the community. We're gonna run to the community. The community start at home.
Yeah, that's where you worry about your own home.
You got to worry about your own home before you get out there and help everybody in the community. Yep. Because, and I'm gonna be perfectly honest, I never knew I was a mentor until people like Sam I Am and my artist Miles and my artist Richie and everybody, all of them say, "OG, you helped me. You mentored me." I'm like, I ain't did nothing but give y'all game that I know I never received.
Yeah.
And Smo is my witness, man. We've been in this music business a long time. And when people don't give you no information on something, man, like it took me forever to get my ass capped. Because nobody never gave me the information. And then I had I got a partner of mine, man, my boy Archangel. Archangel is like 40. He younger than me. I'm 54. He 40. He like, "Hey, OG, you got this, you got this, you got this." So he keep me up on game that I need to be on. And as he's keeping me up on game, I'm keeping the younger generation up on game. Hey, look, y'all need to do this, do this, do this. Because if you don't have this, you are working for free. I don't care what you say. I don't give a damn how good your music is. And we've said this time and time and over again. You can put this music out all day long. But if you ain't got nothing coming back to where you make your money off of this, well, you just working for free.
You working for nothing.
Hey, Smo, I just got good news.
Around somebody else. That's what I was talking about earlier when I said nobody's really doing business, right? Because nine out of 10 times when I go into any situation in this music, there's zero paperwork. And I come from an era of knowing of like, you got to do your paperwork. You know, I've been doing my paperwork from day one back in 99 when I joined ASCAP. And then every time I have a song, I'm running in my mechanicals and everything and making sure that it's being kept up with. And when I go into writing sessions, I'm taking split sheets, physical split sheets. Nowadays, everybody deal with it on the back end. And I'm like, see, what you don't understand is you go into a session, the song ain't there. And you got to work out the splits. That's like ordering a pizza. Like if we all going out to eat and we're chipping in on this pizza and there's 8 slices and 4 of us eating, we all about to get 2 slices, you know. But if somebody else gets 3 slices and I only get 1, we're gonna be funny about the pizza, you know. Imagine if it's $100,000 on the table and not a pizza. Now people really gonna act funny over their slice.
Man, gonna be like, hey man, what you doing, man? That's my money. That where mine at? Where mine at?
Yeah, now
give me.
You go back to the paperwork, and it's like if you get that paperwork figured out before you make the pizza, then there ain't no question, you know. Because if you come to eat and you're like, yo, I only got enough money, or I'm not even hungry for 2 slices, all I want is 1, you can have 3. And if we have that conversation before the pizza comes out, then there's nothing to be said when I eat 3 slices.
Exactly.
But if the pizza comes out, hits the table, and everybody starts going in and you don't get the right amount, like you just got to do that paperwork on the front. And that's what I've been trying to tell everybody. Like, do your paperwork, you know, especially, but a lot of people they're not even doing writing sessions anymore. Like it ain't even the same anymore. Ain't nobody even meeting up in the studio where they're doing everything digital.
It's like BMI and stuff to protect everybody now, man. So like everybody gets lazy and they don't want to put that paperwork.
I got a nice ass studio and I don't know how to work the motherfucker. I gotta go somewhere else. I go to other studios to get shit done, or people fly in and stay at the crib and get shit done. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
See, I record myself here at the crib. My wife engineers for me. We cut our vocals here and send the waves out, you know, to be either put in someone else's song, or I send all my stems to my producer and let him mix it out. But I
mix them.
I send it to Banjo. I cut or Josh Bright. I'll cut my demos. Like if I'm working on a project, I'll cut all my demos here at the crib. And then when I'm paying my big studio to go work, I'm walking in with finished songs. Like I'm hitting my producer weeks before I get there. And I'm like, hey, here's the 10 songs that we're going to record. Go ahead and you build out the music for all of it, because he's going to make it all organic with real guitars and ain't no sense in me sitting there for all that. Like
for what?
In the studio for all that. I'll get it for a quarter of the price if I let him do it on his own time. So like you just got to work smarter and cheaper, you know, to get things done. Because you can knock out. I got it to where I can knock out 3 songs, quality songs, and I'm talking about organic, not just these ain't Fruity Loops tracks and one take vocals. I'm talking about real live music, live drums, live guitar, banjos, bass, keys, and everything. I can do like 3 songs in an 8-hour day. Recording.
Before you get away from it, the people in the chat don't take that the wrong way when he says try to get it cheaper, because you get it too cheap, you get what you pay for.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about working smart.
Yeah, work smart.
Yeah, no, because I mean, if you want to blow your money, blow your money. If you want to go rent a studio and sit in there and start writing your lyrics in a studio, like do it. But I'm not going to work like that.
Blow your money.
Yeah, blow your money. Go ahead. Holler at me. Let me know how that works out for you.
Hey, Smo, check this out. Yeah. Nemo just said that he was going to do a skit to mine in your song, Amen, bro.
Oh, let's
work. Just send me a message.
That's awesome.
Yeah. That's dope.
Hey, Tom, why do you look like you belong on R.L. Stein's Goosebumps show?
I was asking the same shit.
I'm sitting in my hospital room and I don't feel like cutting on no lights. I ain't moving.
This man's in the hospital, man.
Look like you about to tell a scary movie, a scary story.
Dang, kids, let's talk.
I mean, if you really think about it, everything that we all talked about tonight, a lot of people probably sitting like, damn, I didn't think of it that way. That's the problem.
Well,
but see, that's the thing. Nobody ever sits down and, okay, as we're having these conversations and we're talking about it, tell me anybody that's under us that has sat down and had conversations about any of this.
That's what I'm saying. We only got like 12 people in the chat. That don't bother me none. Y'all miss out on some.
It ain't about the people in the chat. It's just like in general.
They'll come back
and watch. How many people have you sat down with and talked about this?
I can tell you, Tom, me and you had plenty of conversations. I know Smo's had plenty of conversations with people. It's not the problem of having the conversation. the problem of people actually listening and applying it.
Yeah, right here.
Fine. Yeah.
That's it right there.
But
Nobody
yeah.
wants to listen because everybody feels like they know everything.
Yeah.
That's why I
Okay,
tell everybody
Smo, you
what
got
you
a
know.
you got $1 million plan, and you know it's $1 million plan, and you tell all of us, if we don't listen to you because you already know this $1 million plan, we already lost.
yeah, you
That's it.
lost.
Country Kev got seasoning. He already got $1 million plan. If he already know what he doing and he's breaking it down, telling us, and we're not listening, we already lost.
You lost.
So if nobody is taking into consideration what we're talking about, they've already lost.
Already lost.
Sometimes I think Country Boy Kev really is like a enforcer for
Man, I
Interscope or
don't know.
Sony or
Like
something.
this dude, like, but it's just shout out to TJ, Country Boy Kev, and Jada. When I wanted to start doing this, and they want to take me under their wing, they told me to watch for people like that. Watch for who the owner is. Watch who's everybody coming to, because that person right there is the one that runs everything. The ones running around, worker ants. And it took me a minute to understand that. I'm like, what does that mean? He's like, because you got to think about it. The king's sitting there watching everybody work. If you put it down to that acknowledgement, because when you explain it like that, it's easy. Because you're not supposed to be, when you're running things, you're not supposed to be running around unless you want to.
Right.
I know you do, but you're different.
But with this music, you're not an artist when you're independent. You're a manager, a promoter, a marketer. You have
Everything.
to create you're not an artist, you're a brand. You have to brand yourself no matter what you're doing. If it's the seasoning, the barbecue sauce, the slap fest, the rapping, the podcast, whatever you do, you got to be a brand, and you got to make it strong to where when people see you, they don't say, man, that's when they see me, they be like, man, that's Country Boy Kev. Cool, that's Slap Fest. Oh, man, he got some fire ass seasoning. Oh, he got this. He got buildings, portable, all this shit, because I market myself. So when people see me, they like, he doing something. What you got going on now? And they know that whenever my hands in something, there's money involved, success involved, hard work involved. If you don't want all three of them, then get the fuck away from me, because I'm busy.
Not only that, KBK is real good at marketing, bro.
Yeah,
like, he be doing genius stuff.
Yo, hey,
Like
I had,
Facebook Reels and all that. That dude.
man, I come from a time where your green had seeds and stems in it, and if it didn't, it came from California.
Did
Hey,
you see
Smoke.
Country Boy Kev's presidential pitch today with the paddle?
Oh yeah, I saw that. Hey, Smoke, look, my
making
first
kids great
million
again.
views. My first million views came from Country Boy Kev. He said, "Hey, Trevor, you want to make some quick money?" I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "You get paid off Facebook?" I was like, "Yeah." He said, "Post this video," and he said, "You'll get 1 million by tomorrow." I posted a video of somebody slapping somebody, bro, and got 1 million views by the next day, bro. And I got paid.
There you go.
But that dude's
Hey, you
marketing.
know, my last bit of advice before I have to sign off and go work with my wife on a project. We're doing our prep work for Smolicious this weekend.
Plug that real quick. What that is, Mr. Smoke.
Yeah,
for those
let
that
them
don't
know.
It's Smolicious. That's my my food trailer that I opened up last year. That we're in our second year of our food business. So we have a plant-based, gluten-free, oil-free menu. It's basically how I lost my 225 pounds by going into a healthier lifestyle. And we turned that into a business. And, you know, basically it was my first way of trying to be more like Jesus, because I love the way that Jesus was able to heal people, but I don't have the power of Jesus. So the way that I'm able to heal people is at the end of their fork, you know, and a lot of,
that's dope.
You are what you eat, and people have forgotten that. And a lot of health problems and even like mental illness and unhappiness and everything comes because of a bad diet. And I was able to cure myself from like every disease that I had. I had open heart surgery 10 years ago. I take 0 medications. I found the fountain of youth, and it's really in your diet. So I open up a food trailer and we sell that menu here in my hometown. And so yeah, we're prepping stuff for this weekend. I'm about to go make dressings for the salad, because everything's homemade, everything's organic, everything's fresh. And
you talking my language, you talk about homemade dressings and all that, man.
because
you talking my language, talking about diet. Smo, I need you to inbox me so we can talk.
Hey,
said
listen,
he gonna
I
drink
I'm
give
his
always
salad.
down to try something new too.
I give away all of this, all of my recipes
Got a
and
book.
everything for free on my website. So I'll post it in here in the chat.
You and I can't see none of that. I'm on the stream. I'm on the
I got
stream.
you, Ski.
Yeah.
Every time I
That's
check
if
the chat,
nobody else does.
every time I check the chat, I end up getting kicked out the group.
Oh,
Well, I'm gonna say this
What?
before you go. I know I ain't said a lot this whole podcast, but thank you.
of course, man. You're very welcome.
Yes.
And like I said, I want to give you one more
Heck
piece
yeah.
of advice that we didn't touch on. Much like walking out here in the country around the farm, you got to be careful where you walk because there's snakes. So out here in this industry, there's a lot of snakes. And I'm not
Amen,
talking
brother.
about I'm not talking about none of this artist against artist stuff. I'm talking about real snakes in the grass. You know, that are some of them come in the form of promoters, some of them come in the form of management, some of them come in the form of booking agents. Just know that there's no job in this industry that you can't do yourself up until a certain point. Like you should all like
Thanks, Jay.
most of us are having to manage ourselves. Most of us are for a long time I managed myself until I got a manager. And when I got a manager, like a real manager, not my homeboy that wanted to manage me, but a manager from out LA, a Jewish dude, that is when I got the major record label deal, the A&E TV show, the Sony publishing deal, all of these, like the $250,000 sponsorship deal with an electronic cigarette company, all these things. So like one thing that I would tell people is like, work hard enough to make yourself get noticed by someone outside of your circle that can help you do more, you know, but you have to have value. But beware of the snakes out here. Banjo will tell you real quick, man. People will prey on you. People, it's so slimy that people will see you working with me, and then they'll reach out and try to get to you to get to me. And then in getting to you, they'll try to slime ball you, knowing that you might tie me. Ain't it true, Banjo?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, man.
yeah.
Banjo knows about that. Me, Kev, and TJ. That's why our relationship is what it is. Same with Sam, because finally I can say this: I have a team that I can trust, and they, you know, I
Yeah,
wouldn't have Ski Mask like on here right now if it wasn't for Sam or TJ. Still the same way. Like I finally understand what everybody was teaching me when I started this and what it means now. And the fact that I was able to do this podcast tonight proves that. So thank y'all very much for giving me the not like sitting here and breaking down the knowledge from a real aspect. That's why I wanted to do that. Like I'll end it tonight
And
playing music, but I didn't need to play music tonight because y'all are more
And
than just
hey,
y'all.
hold on. Let me say this too real quick because it's important to me now, man. The reason I haven't been recording music is because it is very hard for me with the person that I am trying to be now. I got baptized a couple months ago, and man, what you put out is what people absorb in.
Yup.
And
me and
man,
Smo were just talking about that earlier.
man, when they're on stage, dude, and they're raising their hands in the air, man, they're trying to praise you like a god. And they're trying, and you're taking a position that you have no
authority.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hey, I know he's lost signal, but hey, Smo is going to be starting his own podcast here soon. What's it called, Smo?
Smo knows.
Smo knows.
Yeah,
Hey,
So
let me
y'all look
know.
out
I
for
will
that.
happily help.
yeah.
Whatever you
Smo,
need with that, Snow, because that's
We're
gonna be
about
dope, man.
yeah,
manager.
I just want to keep it simple. Like I was saying, like you had mentioned earlier, my walk with God and everything has changed my career tremendously. And now, my rule, and just like Kev was saying a while ago, like he
man.
he
That was the
wanted me to,
devil. The devil just did that, dog. As soon as I said that, my whole phone cut off and it took me
yeah,
out the
finish
chat,
what
man.
you were saying.
That's real.
Yeah, finish what you were saying.
Like, so I don't want. I'm not. Ain't none of us worthy of being praised like that.
Mm.
And the reason I'm gonna say it like that, man, is because the devil knows God's plan for you too.
Mm-hmm.
And he only
Oh
got
yeah.
3 jobs. And his 3 jobs to kill, steal, and destroy, he knows what he's doing. He's very great at his jobs.
Mm-hmm.
So he found what he was good at, and he executes it. So you got to make sure that your communication and what your relationship is with God is what it is, and you got to protect yourself. You know what I'm saying? Every single day and throughout the day, because the whole time that you're trying to work for your purpose, there's somebody in the background of other people that he got working for him to knock you off
Mm-hmm.
track and to fall off of your purpose.
Yep.
And
That's it.
man, I struggle with that more than anything, man, because of the background I have and the type of person I am and or was. And man, it's hard for me not to react when I'm disrespected and when I feel like I'm coming under attack. And all that is a distraction because of how far I came. And it
Mm-hmm.
takes
Yep.
me a lot to have to sit back, man. Like, and I won't bring up the whole situation, but man, it happened, yesterday. I got out of character, man, and fell out of pocket. And I look back at the video, and right when all hell's breaking loose, they play my song, and it's a Christian rap song talking about these demons on my back. They got a hold of me. Lord, set me
Mm-hmm.
free. And the whole time, I'm like, man, this is crazy.
Yeah, man.
Like,
You weren't being holy like God
no,
wanted
not
you
at
to.
all, man. And it absorbed me, and I didn't go to sleep till 3:30 because all I thought was, let me get to this man's house.
Yeah, we
You know what I'm
gotta
saying? And
stop.
like, let me,
We gotta
and
learn to not be so reactive to
right.
the devil's temptations, bro.
And so now I'm on here right now telling y'all, man, that's what's going on, and it ain't just me, man. It's all of us, and
Yeah.
and I feel
That's
like,
facts.
you know what
Yeah,
I'm saying. I
bro.
Yeah.
feel like, man,
Look.
if we can all come together, man, and do what we need to do, that's how we gonna win.
Yeah,
Yeah, man. It's like
because look.
like what you just said. My pastor says the same thing all the time, man. It's the God works, but the
Mhm.
devil works harder, man, because because he knows that God don't have to try so hard, but the
Yeah,
devil has to. So when
It
you're
does.
doing work for God, man, and you're trying to do better, dude, the
He
devil's gonna
coming.
be testing you. Yo,
He's
he's gonna
coming.
test every
If
bit
you
of your faith.
well,
if the
here's
devil ain't on you, you ain't living right.
yeah for
Exactly,
sure.
bro.
What you said?
And
What you said, man?
God's not gonna tempt you.
No.
That's the thing. Like God will never tempt you. He's gonna give you your free will to choose which father you want to follow.
And
Right.
he's
It's
gonna give
pretty.
you your blessing, and the
Yeah.
devil's gonna try to break every bit of it.
Mm-hmm.
But
It's
the
pretty.
devil will give you a blessing or a curse that's disguised as a blessing.
Disguise is a blessing.
So,
Yeah.
and the reason is because he's gonna check your responsibility.
Yeah.
He's gonna check and see how loyal you are. He's
Check
gonna check
that
and
fruit.
see if you get everything that you asked for, you gonna still say and do what you said you was gonna do. I know when I ain't have none, I said, God, if you put me in a better position, I'm gonna let everybody know why I got there when I get there.
Exactly.
And I've been
Mm-hmm.
falling short of that. And the last thing I want to do is disappoint God because He ain't disappoint me ever. So
Yeah.
so
Ain't
I
let me
really
down.
need to I'm trying to focus on that, man. And like it's important. If I didn't wake up in the morning, I want y'all to know that. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, this is what God's done for me. And
Mm-hmm.
and I know that, you know what I'm saying, whatever everybody's going through in this live, because everybody in this live and this watching is going through something. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So just know that when you're going through something or you going through nothing, you can always, you know what I'm saying, you can reach out to him, man. And my biggest thing that I always did was I would pray and I would just keep talking and I didn't know how to shut the hell up and listen. And a conversation requires two people to communicate. So if you sitting there doing all the talking and you ain't listening, it ain't a conversation.
Yeah.
So you
Boy,
got to, and
you
he gonna
preaching
tell
now.
you what he wants you to do.
In that situation, and I went and watched what happened last night, Kevin. You're right. It was you weren't even in control anymore. Your anger, the anger had your sin working for you. It was puppeting you around, making your mouth move and talk, saying things that your soul wouldn't want you to say for nothing. For the devil was over there puppeting somebody else's mouth, and it was just like it was just this. And
Testing that faith, man.
I
Testing
wished in
that
that
faith.
moment, whatever, like whenever someone hits you up and says, "Hey, man, somebody's talking funky about you," just don't
Brush
even hop
yourself.
on because like it carries no value. Like anybody that's talking bad about you on the internet, let's be honest. If you are a grown man talking about another grown man on the internet, you're no threat to me.
That's what I said.
What I tell you? I told you the same thing.
I don't even care what you're saying. If you're a grown man and you're talking about me on the internet, then you're no threat to me. The only time that you're a threat to me is if you bring that to my face in a threatening way. And that's never happened in my 25 years of doing this. No one has ever come to my face with a negative attitude. Now, on the internet, keyboard gangster all day. See me in the street, handshakes and hugs. So stop subjecting yourself to this phony boxing ring that we're all sitting in right now. That's why I'm doing my own podcast. I can't, as much as I love being on the Little Homies podcast, it's just too ungodly for me. You know, I can't continue to subject myself to this demonic music and, you know, all this just cry. It's like, I imagine having to review a bunch of music. To me, a lot of this newer stuff where people got no couth and they're not giving no glory to God. I imagine that's what being in hell sounds like.
That Smo dropping knowledge, y'all. Damn.
Yeah,
I'm just saying, I guarantee you hell sounds like a whole bunch of terrible mixed songs that are just talking cuss word after cuss word about garbage topics. You know, that's probably what hell sounds
like what you told me, Smo. You seen what I was trying to do, and you mentioned what somebody we didn't mention yet, and I sent him the link. Country Carter. That is one of them dudes out here. Same with Banjo. I love the fact that Banjo's getting the praise he does now, but you know what? This dude's been 3 years past what he should have been getting praise for now, because he is that dedicated and loves what he's doing. Because I don't know many other people that making their own beats and will happily sit there. Smo calls him, Kev calls him, Tom calls him, and he will actually listen.
Yeah. Well, that's when you
and be humble about it. Like he gave TJ praise for linking him up with Ten of Soul, not because he wanted to, but because he's just that dude.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to
I checked on Banjo yesterday because the hurricane was coming to see if he wanted to borrow my Ninja Turtle arm floaties.
Well, look,
hey, my bad, I didn't answer, man.
It's good to be among like-minded people that understand love and respect, and that there is an art to this, and it's not just a bunch of guys trying to be better than other guys, you know, because I hate that it's turned into a lot of that out here, and we've lost what this genre itself was really built on, and it was built on love. Like the whole thing that I built, Kinfolk, that's about family outside of bloodline. That's about the door always being open. That's about my phone, you always being able to hit my phone, that you're never going to be alone and without a right-hand man. That's what country rap was built on. It's just not, it's turned into something, and we've allowed it to. We have allowed it to. You know what I'm saying? Because, and I'll take the blame, man. I should have put my foot down a long time ago and said, no, cuz that ain't what we do over here. You know, but sometimes we get distracted trying to keep making ourselves relevant instead of keeping the game intact. And like now, that's what I'm about. My job is to come back into this picture and get the game back intact, at least in country rap, you know. And if these dudes don't want to listen, cool. Like, it'll be degenrealized. You'll have some other genre. Don't stop trying to be country rap if you're not country rap, you know. Or
that's why I created my own genre, prep grass.
If you ain't chased a pig for over 2 hours in your backyard trying to put it in a cage,
yeah, you ain't country, bro.
You ain't country, dog. That pig kicked my ass the other day.
But yeah, shout out to real men helping real men build each other up, man. What you say, we are. I appreciate y'all having me on here.
Hey, Smo, appreciate you. Thank you. Good luck and everything, and I'm sure I'll
hit me up, bro. I'm gonna watch that video.
Much respect, Smo.
Tom, I'm gonna be praying for you, G.
Hey,
appreciate it.
I'm gonna have to go to Tennessee and get some tofu chicken strips.
Got
Yeah,
about
just make sure you bring some shake something seasoning.
Tofu. See, who finna eat that?
That's
I don't
good.
need no tofu.
It looked amazing.
Tom, I'm gonna have to turn you on. I make
Tom, we
tofu
got
taste
you.
like
Tom, we got you.
KFC.
Look,
You put
I'm
the,
gonna come
you
out
put,
there and try. We gonna link up. I'm gonna try some of that stuff.
Please do.
all
You're
right,
But if
welcome.
I
you know
don't
what,
like it, I'm gonna tell you.
Tom? When you get out the hospital, I will make a trip to Tennessee in the very, very near future, and we'll get with Smo and we'll do the seasoning. I'll bring you a big gift bag, and we're gonna do the tofu together because I ain't never had tofu either unless I had it at school lunch, and
hey, can
we're gonna make it happen.
brainstorming
Okay.
on a special event type thing that I kind of want to have that I'll talk to you about, and y'all come out for it. Like,
But I was gonna end it with some music. That y'all can go ahead and jump off. That's fine. Because I know
Yeah,
every
I
time
gotta
I've
get
been
ready.
going live, I've
My
been
nurse is
playing
about to come in and
Amen.
give me all these
All right,
pills.
peace
Hey,
out.
And
much love,
Smo, that's what
Tom.
I'm trying to get off them pills.
That's right.
Much respect to all the legends
Yeah,
tonight.
that was all. Thank you, Smo, for that. But yeah, the song drops the 22nd, right, Banjo?
Yeah, the 22nd.
And then I was gonna
Ski
play
Man's got a
"Let Me
nurse
See" by
rubbing his
you,
feet.
Mrs. Tom, and then that's
Huh?
you know what?
I
Hell
said
with I was gonna,
Ski Man's got one of them chicks in the scrub outfit rubbing his feet up there. Don't let him lie to y'all.
Boy, there's so many thick women up here in these scrubs. I'm about to make a song called Scrubs. And I know I love the Lord. The Lord I love. But boy, these women in these scrubs up here is something serious.
are you
Serious. You hear me? Look at my eyes. They serious.
That's his face over
Smoke
there.
got me
That's
feeling
his
bad,
face.
man, because I know I got some dirty music.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna be
well, that
honest
one
with
you
you,
sent me,
man.
I
bipolar
got a
one, man, the
hey,
bipolar
He
I
song.
threw
got
us for a loop
a
on that one.
song with
And hard
TW
times with
Ice. I got a song with
Kurt.
TW Ice. I'm supposed to be dropping. I ain't dropped it
Tom,
because of the same
Tom
thing.
trying to give the nurses a big booty beat down.
Hey, watch it now.
But I
Watch it.
do notice though, all of my new materials, I cuss less and less in my music.
I put it to you like this. When I cuss in my music, it's because I'm mad at somebody and I got some, I want to talk about them, but I ain't going to say their name. So I'm cussing them out that way. But other than that, man, I just make music that I feel comfortable with. And I ain't got to cuss. I just
Swagger Dance was a
be,
good
Yeah.
song. That's a happy song.
man, swagger, that's my jump, man.
Happy
You got to
brother.
throw your hands
Hey,
up, pat your belly, man. There it is. See,
hey,
I'm telling you,
hey,
do your
this
swagger
hey,
dance, man.
I'm about to
Yeah.
show y'all. I'm gonna show
can
y'all my
anybody?
age real quick. Hey, TJ, I like them Tennessee Titans back there behind you, but I liked them a lot better when they were the Houston Oilers.
Can y'all hear
Ooh,
me?
that boy. Huh?
Yeah, we
Can
can hear
y'all?
you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not really.
Can everybody
They
hear
saying
me?
that must be tough now.
I can
Can
hear you. Who was
anybody?
talking,
Still
Jay?
act like a son bitch.
Can y'all
We
hear
Jay,
can
you
me?
talk.
talking?
Yeah, that
Hello,
was me.
hello.
Are you at the Med, Tom?
Methodist Central? Yeah.
Methodist Central. Okay.
Yeah.
TJ,
Yeah.
I said I like those Tennessee Titan blank back there behind you.
Oh, those are banners, bro, and my Titans wood burn clock up there on
No, no,
top.
no, 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 no. I liked them a lot better when they were the Houston Oilers, though.
Yeah, I know you did. Yeah, y'all keep y'all Texans over there.
All right,
Hey
Banjo,
man,
you
y'all
ready to
be
rock?
good, man. I'm gonna get off
Hey,
this
much
thing.
love, Tom. Hey, I'm
Banjo,
gonna
we
Tom,
need to
hey,
knock one out too, brother.
yeah,
Hold on,
Do that.
coming. Since y'all can hear me now, I was saying I've been brainstorming on a special event I kind of want to have. I want to talk to you about later. You know, like I had the VIP pool party with Lil White a couple years back in Millington or whatever. I've got
Yeah.
kind of like that, but it's not a pool party. I've got something I want to do. It's
all
kind of
right.
like a
Let me know,
party.
brother. You know I'm in.
It's a backgammon tournament. Let's do it.
No, it's a VIP party. You know what I'm saying? Where some of these artists like Smoke and Ski and Stag, people just get together
What?
and
Hey,
the
hey,
the
January 10th.
gets to
January
come.
10th, I got the bonfire. I got the big bonfire party on January
I
10th
was gonna say a
Where?
karaoke party with the fans and the artists.
yeah,
January 10th, where at?
in Texarkana, in Texas. I
Hey
got a
Jay, I
40.
You know
gotta
that
Hey,
jump
I got
off
a
here,
you
40
man.
you,
acre
you want to
a
hear something
40 acre
funny,
farm.
country boy?
Huh?
That's my mother's birthday, dog.
Really? Come on.
Man, y'all have a
That
good
was
night.
the-
I gotta
hey.
jump up out of here.
Banjo.
Have a good one now.
All
Appreciate
right,
y'all.
All right, bro.
yes, sir.
Later,
Banjo,
man.
hit me up.
Yes, sir.
Banjo.
All right.
So yeah, we
That's my mom's birthday, bro. I
that's
just
my
might
sister's.
do you one and pull up.
Man, that'd be cool. That's my sister's birthday too.
Oh wow.
That's why I did it, so I ain't got to go to her birthday party. No, I'm just kidding. They but now we yeah, January 10th. It's gonna be it's right in the 10th. The 40-acre farm with a 40-foot stage. They got a petting zoo and all kind of stuff out there. But
Let me know what's there. I gotta go, y'all. I gotta go eat before it gets cold.
Hey, much love, teacher.
all right,
Yeah.
love, peace, and hair grease. But
And
yeah,
then they
we
report.
He ain't got no hair.
yeah, love, peace, and lotion grease.
Hey, careful with that kind of products lately, man.
Oh.
Man. But yeah, we that it'll be fun, man. This I got the farm. I did a backwoods bash. I had Big Chuck, Big Poe, 501 Bryce. I had a bunch of artists out there. We had so many people out there
Big
last
Post
time.
supposed to did a song. Me and Big Post supposed to did a song together. He ain't never do the song for me. Then he
Well,
go sign that deal. So
who Big
you
Poe?
know, yeah.
No, I'll get with Big Poe in the morning. He live right down the street. It's easy.
Tell him I said
Yeah,
what's
all
up.
of them. They all live right close to me, like within an hour to 2 hours. All of them. Yeah, Big Chuck,
Dig that.
Big Poe,
Cause I sent
501
him the song we
Bryce.
supposed to been doing a song called That Dress. And he been on the road, so he ain't never get a chance to do
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
And
he
then I
has.
seen
He's
he
been
had
doing a
signed the
lot.
deal. I like, well, I know he ain't gonna do the song now.
Do it. Let me holler at him. If he say he'll do it. He'll do it. I'll get with him. Yeah, like I said, he's right down the street.
For sure. I
Yeah,
hadn't
so
talked
he
to him
already
in a
got the
while.
song.
I hadn't talked to him in a while.
Yeah,
Yeah, he already got.
yeah. He him Jaywalk too. Jaywalk right down the road from me. Jaywalk probably, man.
Jaywalk, is that
They took
who does the video?
what is it?
Who's the guy that do videos?
Who does the
The
videos?
dude Jaywalk and Big Pole that be down in Mississippi. Yeah.
That's him. That's Jaywalk.
Cause he came up and shot a couple of my artist videos, like the little mic drops. He came to
Really?
Memphis and shot some for some of my artists and people I know.
I thought Kev screen pros.
Oh, I
I'm like,
got you.
shit.
That boy got some good quality. I ain't gonna front. That boy got some good
Man.
quality.
Hey Tom, what's up with everybody doing these? Either it's in front of a white wall or they're just out in the parking lot with the microphone hanging down. What's with everybody
Oh, the
doing
mic
those?
drops. The mic drop videos.
Yeah, everybody
They're trying to get content together, bro.
That's
They
Yeah,
fair.
that's
just
all
trying to
it
get
is.
content together. I'm
Hey
doing
man,
videos. I ain't doing no
I
damn
just
mic
see
drop.
everybody doing it. I'm
Hey, I
like,
ain't finna do
man,
it. I'm not gonna do a mic drop video. I'm gonna hang a toaster from the ceiling, and I'm gonna get that bread out of it at the end of it.
There you
I'm
go.
gonna do like a 60-second, you know what I'm saying, and a mic drop, and it's gonna be a toaster, and I'm gonna get that bread at the end,
fair enough.
and I'm gonna take a bite
There
out
you
of it
go.
and walk off.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, it's gonna be
He gonna,
my
That's
it's gonna
dope.
be
no,
my
he
eight
gonna get that
toes.
bread and put a little bit of sauce or seasoning on it.
Yeah,
Then
yeah, y'all get that bread, man. They said life like a
Well,
sandwich. No matter
I'm
which
gonna
way
get
you
off
look
here,
at it,
guys.
you gotta get that
Hey,
bread
much
first.
love, Steve.
much love, Unc.
Hey, feel better, brother.
Yeah,
All right, bro.
please.
Yeah,
Hey, let me
For
know when
sure.
you get
And
out.
Allie said, take care of
yeah,
yourself.
take care of
All right.
yourself.
I'll let you know.
Hey, and then
Oh,
you
for
got
sure.
hey, let me tell you a secret, man. They got edible underwear at Walmart on sale right now.
What the fuck?
And they sugar free. But last time they sold out, so I had to settle for fruit roll-ups.
Uh,
Man,
man.
get off my phone, man. I'm out of y'all, man.
All right, now I hope you feel better, man. I just want to
What's
make you
up,
laugh before
Unc?
you got off. Man.
Oh,
All right, you want to hear this song dropping by Banjo and Smo in 2 days? Actually,
Yeah, amen.
yes, sir.
I
I
heard
told him I gave my
17
word. I was like, hey, every time I go live, I will make sure I play this song because it is dope, and I'm proud of Banjo for pulling this off.
Oh yeah, it is though. I heard it 17 months ago.
What's up, Beezy?
I'm kidding. It ain't been out that
Holy
long.
water, baby. Banjo.
That song hard though.
Better get you some. Boy, smoke.
Let's go. I was in the rubble, seen it all burn down, ran it to the devil. Told me I would never find love, never let you. Even if you're seeking from above, no refuge. The devil is a lie. I gave my life to God. Amen. Amen. Oh Lord, I pray. Amen. 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 Oh Lord, I pray. Amen. I'm just being the man that God made me. And I've been working all the time. It's getting a little aggravating. Gotta get the money for the babies. I've been getting lazy. Gotta make the wife happy, act like it don't face me. These are my responsibilities. I'm the man of the house, but I got the devil breathing down my back. He told me that I'm not worth a damn, man. It ain't working now. Gotta get him out of my life. Come on. Amen. I pray. Sitting there watching everything unfold. It was a blessing linking up with smoke, putting me in the right direction, looking out for my soul. You can believe I learned my lesson, watching the devil get exposed. Up in the church, listening to the reverend. I was in the rubble, seen it all burn down, ran it to the devil. Told me I would never find love, never let you. Even if you're seeking from above, no refuge. The devil is a lie. I gave my life to God. Amen. Amen. Oh Lord, I pray. Amen. 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 Oh Lord, I pray.
I didn't come from the gutter. Nope. I had a great dad and a God-fearing mother. Grew up in a nice home with an older brother. So the devil saw a target that was like no other. Put my heart in the Bible, cleansed by the water, baptized in revival. Put my faith in the pages, God help me disciple. Now it all makes sense, everything for survival. And for his arrival, he sent me to my people. Help spread the message, be a leader and a teacher. Put my time in the church, be a helper to my preacher. Little brother Banjo, he ain't put me on a feature. Can I get an amen?
I was in the rubble, seen it all burn down, ran it to the devil. Told me I would never find love, never let you. Even if you're seeking from above, no refuge. The devil is a lie. I gave my life to God. Amen. Amen. Oh Lord, I pray. Amen. 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 Oh Lord, I pray. Amen.
It's a good song, man.
Deep song. And after talk, and I hope everybody appreciated, what tonight was. You can sit there and like, oh, you guys didn't play no music, but you said, yeah, I did. No, that was a lot of free game and free knowledge right there.
Well, I say it's not very often that I sit and just listen, but it was one of them nights.
Yeah, I appreciate you again. You are a big part of what helped inspire, because this is what I've been trying to do. Like, I love everybody in country rap. I'm not trying to bash country rap, but I know there's a lot of people out here, which Sam, you see me working and talking with them, like, dude, I can't wait to get Wicked Ways on here. That's another dude. Man. And then Buckshot, like dudes have been doing this.
Let me tell you something. I inquired about doing his Halloween concert.
Just Helter Skelter themed.
Yeah, well, just in general, it's my goal before I officially retire from live shows to either do Hallow Bleed or the Christmas party he does at least once. And so I've hit him up every year for like the past 2 or 3 years about Hallow Bleed or the Christmas party. And it's the same deal. Like, he allows artists to make their money back, which is something. Let's see, I wish TJ was still on here. There's a difference in buying onto a slot and then buying on and selling tickets to make your money back.
Well, I'm sitting there looking like there's a lot of things we didn't cover on, but I didn't want to. I wanted to talk about life.
I'm about to say we didn't need an itinerary, or anything like that. Tom
Ski Mask was in the hospital and on live with us, and we had no idea until I seen your look and my look. We're like, bro, what?
Yeah, Tom got a bad habit about dropping bombshells like that after the fact. I love him, but sometimes
he was the first one to jump on the live. Because he hit me up. He's like, "Hey, we still rolling?" I'm like, "Hell yeah!" Because he's been hyped for this too. Because I didn't know him and Smo didn't really know each other.
No, man, I didn't either. That was crazy. But if there's one thing I can say about tonight, it's that it's nice to see the OGs or the old guys, as Smoke calls them, chopping it up, and I can, sit back and let them have that conversation. And it's also nice to know that I can sit and be quiet, but still ask questions every
He said he started in 1990. I was born in 91, bro. So
I was born in
35 years ago.
'99, bro.
So like you got to think of how much everything's evolved just since then.
Yeah.
Or since like Smo said he got signed in what 09? Was doing stuff with
yeah.
Haystack in 09 video. Look how much has changed since then because I graduated high school in 09. Like
2009, I was, depending on when, I was either ending 4th grade or starting 5th grade. 2009 was the year I started watching wrestling, dude. I mean, I knew about it. I had a game.
So you didn't even get to see all the WCW days and all that, man.
Well, actually, that's not true. I did, but I wasn't an avid watcher.
You didn't see him live.
No, I did. I saw 1 or 2 things like they would just be on, and I'd happen to see something. Like I remember the promos or the commercials for Nitro on TNT, but I was like 3 years old, so it didn't register.
That was right towards the end, man.
But here's what's crazy. Growing up, I played a game called Showdown Legends of Wrestling.
I know that game.
Before I was a fan of wrestling, I was playing that game. So I knew who Hulk Hogan, Roddy Piper, Sting, Bret Hart, all these people
That one had
were.
Eddie on it, and I think RVD.
Not RVD, but it did have Eddie Guerrero.
It had Eddie. Because, I remember
it had
that game.
Sabu. It did have Sabu. That was the first time I'd heard of Sabu. But
it had Rick Martel and all of them on there.
Yeah. And then it was in 2009, around October, that I started getting into it because I was at an after-school care program, and every Friday we could bring a video game, and these kids always brought the same game, SmackDown vs. Raw 2008. And so that was like my introduction to all of it. And then I started watching, and I was like, oh, shit, this is actually really cool. There was a point I wanted to be a wrestler, but
I was. It's not all hyped up to what it is. Trust me. My body is. But I would rather go back to fighting and doing MMA than I would go back to wrestling because, trust me, you can sit there and say, oh, it's fake. It's choreographed. And trust me, them chops still fucking hurt, and getting dropped on your fucking back from the top still hurt.
I actually want to get a wrestler I know from Memphis on here. I've been trying to get a hold of him. His name is Chris Lex, but he also makes music, really good music. And he's actually going to be on one of the shows I'm doing Saturday. But I've been reaching out to not just musicians. I've been reaching out to different types of people to pull them on here because I'm like, we could really expand this in so many different directions. It's wild. But I know you got a little one you got to get to.
No. Because I gotta be at work in the morning.
That too. Congratulations again, man.
Oh, dude, it was cool. Like talking with them and getting to be around, back in an environment I'm comfortable with, and then telling them like, hey, this is because I wore, of course, I wore the savvy shit. I was like, this is my business, and they also saw Colt's patch and him being a vet. It's like, oh, well, that's cool. We're also the owners are former vets, so it's just nice to be in an environment of people that are not snowflakes. And it's been a while. It has been a while, dude.
This week has been, it's only Tuesday or Wednesday, but this week has been a shit show at my job. Allie started at Spirit Monday, and apparently they got issues there with some people. It's fucking wild. It really is. I'm fucking tired. But we did do something. What day was that? Sunday we went and made membership? Sunday we went to Planet Fitness and created 2 memberships.
They don't like me there. Well, it's because of that's why, I don't work out. I don't know what it's like to work out just to work out, dude. I can't sit there and
you don't either. Like we ain't even worked out there yet. We've gone 2 different days and we ain't even worked out. We may have walked on the treadmill or done an elliptical for 2 minutes. Then we go to the fucking massage room and use the hydro massage or the cryo chamber. But
All right, but I do want to play this Tom song though, because I do need to get, I do want to. We got, you know what, Sam, we got through 2 hours without playing music, man, and I had a constant at least 10 people in here watching. So, for those 10 people, or even the pocket watchers, I hope y'all took some notes and learned to appreciate a lot of this, because you heard from people that have been doing this for 25 plus years. And a lot of y'all only been doing this maybe less than 10.
Baby, if I need to get it, just leave it on. I will. Yeah, go ahead and play your song, man.
I got you. But this is Tom Ski Mask with Let Me See.
Ooh,
and I'm about to put the link in the chat too. And then I'm gonna play 2 more songs and we getting out of here, y'all.
Come on. Crowd pleasing movement, baby. Come on. Let me see everybody throw their hands in the air when you walk in the club. Oh, just like this. Twist left, right, but you know what it is. When the movement walk up in this here. Who am I? The slickest player. Crowd pleasing bandit dance with show. I ain't even bounce like I bounce right now, but you know what it is when we hit this flow. Keep that club rocking, bouncing, shaking, moving every time. Gangsta walking, throwing bows. You see how this OG shine. Tear up the club, throw a few chairs, start a ride in this thing. Who cares? Move, get your ass out the way right now, cause you know this kid right here don't care. Let me see you bounce, bounce, bounce. Let me see you rock, rock, rock. Let me see you do this dance and go on and turn it out, out, out. Let me see you bounce, bounce, bounce. Let me see you rock, rock, rock. Let me see you do this dance and go on and turn it out, out, out. Let me see you swing, swing. Hey, let me see you swing, swing. Hey, let me see you bounce, bounce, bounce. Let me see you rock, rock, rock. Let me see you do this dance and go on and turn it out, out, out. Man, we back in the club, everybody what's up? The way we move, we turning up. In my city, we known for gangsta walking plus getting bugged. Let me see you do that right there. Let me see you get loose. Oh yeah, when the crowd pleasing bandit hit the stage, this crowd gon' scream out. Hell yeah! Man, when I move like I do, watch how the old school gon' groove. This is nothing that's new. This is something I do. Y'all ain't moved the way that I rock. This is something like a TikTok. My sauce is gonna drip. You know I don't stop. You know I don't stop. Let me see you bounce, bounce, bounce. Let me see you rock, rock, rock. Let me see you do this dance and go on and turn it out, out, out. Let me see you bounce, bounce, bounce. Let me see you rock, rock, rock. Let me see you do this dance and go on and turn it out, out, out. Let me see you swing, swing. Hey, let me see you swing, swing. Hey, let me see you bounce, bounce, bounce. Let me see you rock, rock, rock. Let me see you do this dance and go on and turn it out, out. Let me see you bounce, bounce, bounce. Let me see you rock, rock, rock. Let me see you do this dance and go on and turn it out, out, out. Let me see you bounce, bounce, bounce. Let me see you rock, rock, rock. Let me see you do this dance and go on and turn it out, out, out. Let me see you swing, swing. Hey, let me see you swing, swing. Hey, let me see you bounce, bounce, bounce. Let me see you rock, rock, rock. Let me see you do this dance and go on and turn it out, out, out.
Yeah, this live goes in, and I saw he didn't do it on stage with a live band, but I've seen a video of him do this with a live band. It's crazy. Bro, I'm about to smack the fuck out of this dog. What you got next, Bubba?
You?
Me?
I was gonna play, let everybody know, there's a Memphisaurus Rex on the loose, so you need to be fucking careful. So is that what is it Memphisaurus Sam or is it Memphisaurus Rex?
It's Memphisaurus Sam. The demo was called Memphisaurus Rex, but the song is just called Memphisaurus. But yeah, it's
and that's on the album that's coming up or the one coming up after.
It's on the Mephistopheles album, which will be not the next album, but the next one after that. There's going to be an EP between the two called The Prelude that kind of sets it up. The next album I'm dropping is Anthologies, which will feature songs like Pyrite. And I just got it back. I haven't sent it in to Dub 3030 yet, but I did this really cool shit for a song called The Rebound. My homie Randy Birmingham did a harmonica solo, and I figured out how to put DJ scratching over it. And it is insane.
What up, TJ?
TJ?
I was just playing.
Hey, my fat ass got done eating. I figured I'd jump back home.
Oh, you're good. I'm just playing this song and probably two more, then I'm tapping out. I just wanted to give, because I was gonna play Rumors by you and Mark, because I just wanted to play songs of people on the panel tonight that, because I did
either that, yeah,
off 2 hours, bro, and that was awesome.
That's cool. I also want to say before you play your music, man, August 23rd, this Saturday, Cookeville, Tennessee, I will be in the building at the Revolver of Cookeville with J Devil. He will be opening and performing that night for the Jesse Howard New Breed Outlaw Nation End of the Summer Bash show. So if y'all haven't got y'all's tickets, it was sold out. They added some more tickets to the ticket link, man. Get on there and get your tickets and get out there and party with us. It's gonna be a hell of a time. It's gonna be a packed house. It's packed.
I'm gonna add on to that because the only reason I ain't gonna be there is because I will be doing 2 shows in one night, 2 separate sets.
I'm looking forward to that phone call.
on one side we got Lagodi Palooza Night 2, which will feature me, Tom Ski Mask, 3G, and then on the other side we got, I think they called it the Summer of Terror, which will be me, Jack Marvelay, David DeBrain. I'm probably gonna get roasted for this, but the band's called Negro Terror. I thought they were dead because their lead singer passed away a long time ago. They're a legendary Memphis punk rock band. But yeah, it's gonna be really cool to do.
I think I'd be changing my name if I was punk rock.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. At the Outlaw Nation show, Hitman's gonna be there. Richie Valor's gonna be also performing. Richie Valor will be performing. I think John Connor's gonna be in the building. MWG's gonna be in the building. They're gonna be shooting a video that day with Hitman. Yeah, it's gonna be a dope weekend. I'm looking forward to it.
Let's unleash some Memphisaurus.
I got it thumping so loud it's shaking every wall in hell. You stupid motherfuckers don't know what to beast. You better get to running before you become the feast of the monster if the king. Show no mercy when I bring the whole world down to its knees. I'm Memphis, stop the leaves, walking around in my bare feet. I don't give 2 shits of what the world's eyes expect from me. I just ride my own way. They know that I'm a vibe, and I'ma keep it me till the fucking day I die. I'm King Kong with atomic breath and 3 heads like a Dora. So every time I'm in the booth, these microphones get tore up. I hold the key to the fucking world up on a blade like Sora. Camouflage up in the aura, now bring in that chorus. I'm Memphisaurus Sam, eating all my competition, leaving craters when I walk. You can see the ground splitting, feel the heat from the flames. Then my southern mouth is spitting, yeah, the throat of the rap game. That's what I'm saying, bitch. I'm Memphisaurus Sam, bitch. I'm Memphisaurus Sam, yeah, I'm Memphisaurus Sam, eating all my competition. I'm Memphisaurus Sam, I'm Memphisaurus Sam, yeah, I'm Memphisaurus Sam, eating all my competition. When I get to spitting, my saliva's acidic, and I don't give a fuck what these bitches are fitting. I'm the kid with the vision, and I'm gonna build it right up from the mud on my independent. Politics politic in my position, pimping penning phrases and putting a period in them. So part of me, cause I am possibly tripping and probably hungry as Mary and Pippin. Give me a skillet, I'll throw to be in it. Turn up the heat, I'm making my dinner. I'm going Harambe, mixed in with Godzilla. In other words, I am shaking the pillar, so bow to me. If you ever fucking doubted me, undoubtedly I'm bound to be bringing the monster about to me. I'm making stories, say I'm eating all my competition, leaving craters when I walk. You can see the ground splitting, feel the heat from the flames that my southern mouth is spitting. Yeah, the throat of the rap game, that's what I'm saying. Bitch, I'm making stories, say bitch, I'm making stories, say yeah, I'm making stories, say I'm eating all my competition. I'm making stories, say I'm making stories, say yeah, I'm making stories, say I'm eating all my competition.
I told you the story behind that sound effect, right?
I think so.
I want to add something since we're still alive to what we were talking about earlier, y'all. And I should have said something then because I always say it whenever we're talking and giving advice to the younger artists. I always say this, and I didn't say it tonight, and I've got to throw it in there. It's good to believe in yourself. It's good to have high confidence, but know the difference in high confidence and being arrogant. All in all, long story short, stay humble. 2 words. Remember that. Stay humble. No matter where you go in this business, in this life, always stay humble. Know that anything given to you, anything earned, it can all be taken away with a snap of your fingers. Life, music, anything, artistry, anything, it can be taken away. So stay humble and always be grateful for what you have.
Always.
All right, y'all. This is the second to last song. This is Mr. TJ Holmes and Mark Gorson with Rumors. TJ giving. Well, and to speak on what you spoke on, TJ, me and Sam kind of looked at each other. It was like, you know what? There's some things we should have talked on, but we didn't. So, and I hear little man waking up. So, all right.
Hey, little mama.
Hey, T-Down.
At you for a minute. Remember when you told me you loved me and we were gonna be together forever? Man, I've been hearing some shit around town. It just ain't cool. You know I love you, right?
So special.
There's a rumor going round that you've been lying to me. There's a rumor going round, that you've been lying to me. And I know that it's hard not to get high when you've been feeling this low. And I know that it's hard to be nice when your soul been feeling so cold. And I know if I burn another bridge, there be nowhere left to go. One thing I know is I walk alone. You tell me that you love me, straight lie to my face. You never look me in the eyes, we no longer embrace. How the fuck could you be so heartless and cold? My back's against the wall with all the shit I've been told. You got me feeling crazy, I don't know what you want. The rumors ain't inside me, I know it's a front. It was us against the world, that's the way it should be. But it's all around the town, you've been lying to me. There's a rumor going round that you've been lying to me. There's a rumor going round, that you've been lying to me. And I know that it's hard not to get high when you've been feeling this low. And I know that it's hard to be nice when your soul been feeling so cold. And I know cycle of anger and anguish. You hear my words, but you act like they ain't shit. You say you care, but I read your body language. How could you purposely hurt me and feel shameless? The things that you done to me are so perfectly dangerous. You're full of lies and deceit. If your life's for the streets, then just do that and leave me in peace. Why do I try when I know that you won't? Why do I bleed this when I know that you don't? We both here, but I'm always alone. Don't tell me I put all of my time into us just to build a broken home. There's a rumor going round that you've been lying to me. There's a rumor going round. This low. And I know that it's hard to be nice when you're sober and feeling so cold. And I know if I burn another bridge, there'll be nowhere left to go. One thing I know's I'm on my own.
I would have liked rather have heard where you at, where they at.
I like that song though.
I know.
But since Little Man is awake now, I'm gonna probably end it on that, But thank you, everybody that tapped in tonight. Thank you, Smo. Thank you, TJ. Thank you, Ski Mask, even though you in the hospital. Thank you, Banjo. Thank you, Kev.
Man, prayers for my brother too, man, because he's up there in that hospital right now, and I pray for good health for him and a speedy recovery on everything, that he gets home pretty quick, and pray for his living situation too.
Yeah.
Definitely, I would highly recommend y'all go back, rewatch this. You got 2 hours where we didn't play music, we didn't talk about anything negative. It was all knowledge. Sure, somebody can use it, and y'all heard story from Smo, and then Ski Mask said he started in the 90s. Some of y'all wasn't even born in. So y'all always remember to be appreciative of who paved the way for you. That's what tonight was about. And this is going to be the first of many when we do OGs being OGs. Next, I'm going to probably get some other people on here. We'll figure out who it is. But this is what I want to start doing when I do these kind of panels. I don't want to open it up, but I want people that been there, done that, can give y'all their stories, and hopefully they can help you.
I'm gonna talk to Stack about it coming up.
That would be dope. I was going to ask that about tonight, but I was like, that might be too many people, and I definitely will have a 4-hour podcast because I want to talk to Stack about a lot.
Man, I gotta say it because you too humble of a guy. We do want to start opening up to do interviews, but not for free. Like this at the end of the day, like we've said so many times, is a business. This is what Jay is trying to do for his life. And I put it out there. If anybody wanted to get on, hit me up and I'd put you in the right direction. But that does not mean it is free. It is free to hit me up. It is not free to get your stuff promoted.
The money in this is not just, for bills and all that, but it will be to make this where it's not on the internet. We're actually pulling up and doing a show in your spot, but it needs to grow from that. And the only foundation we have right now where he's getting that, and thank you for bringing that up, Sam, is me and my girl. And we are struggling like a motherfucker right now, being on it. Like, so
you don't even have to pay. Paying gets your music heard, or as you see down there, your prices, but you can send in money as a donation or a tip. Like if you don't have music or you just want to support the cause, you can support. I know it's hard. I know the economy's screwed up. Trust me, I know. But a little goes a long way here, man.
Yeah, facts. And so thank you to everybody tonight, and just in general, because again, we had that's consistent. It might have only been 15 people or 17. I don't care about numbers. Those people that sat here and listened that whole time, thank every single one of you. because y'all walked away good, better people, and a better appreciation of who y'all been listening to. That's
Yeah,
what the
I'll
purpose.
always say thank you to everybody who's ever like supported Freak Show Entertainment and everything we've done, and thank you for the artists and their ambitions to want to grow and have looked to Freak Show Entertainment for advice and letting us be a part of your growth and your careers. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll always be humble.
And
on
I'm
that.
thankful for all the people that support me as Sam I Am. I mean, I've had some people buy CDs and shirts and whatnot, but I have had a lot of people ask me to do stuff for free or for the low. You know, I make beats. I do engineering. I went to school for it. I have merch, all that. I've had people hit me up and be like, "Hey, man, I like your stuff. Can you send me a care package?" And I appreciate it on one aspect as someone that knows that he's still getting started in this, but at the other, I have a line in a song. I do it for the love, but passion don't pay the bills. And my appetite is massive when I'm craving these meals. So, like a little goes a long way with something like this. And I'm not going to be doing music, for too much longer. I got a few more plans I'm trying to execute. Then this is what I want to do. I want to be in this realm of helping people. So thank you to Savvy for putting me on this platform with that. But free is no longer an option. Free is not a option anymore unless we really, really tight and we do it. It don't got to be money for me.
This is not going to be anybody that's already locked in with me. This is just people that keep wanting to reach out and like, I want to ride the wave. Nah, this bitch ain't free no more.
You're already part of the Savvy family. This ain't about you. I'm saying new people. But if you're artist and you do video editing and you need a feature, I got it. Like, we can do the barter system, but free with nothing in return, it's out the window.
20-something years, I've been doing a lot of free shit.
Yes, you have. And you know what? If it wasn't for people like you, there wouldn't be a lane for people like me. But it's about time people like me and Jay and even you, I know you're retiring, but still, even you, that free button is officially X'd out.
No. Yeah. Facts. This is why Sam is what he is to the panel and the team now, because thank you again. And this is shit that TJ, J-Dub, and Kev's been telling me for a while. So don't think he's getting this is finally the realization of me having a fucking team. Real talk.
Don't go hating on me when Sam I Am sends me a free fucking 3X shirt.
Sam I Am already sent you a beat, my guy. But I got
you gonna do anything.
Wait, you sent me a beat?
I've been looking for some 3X people.
You did send me a beat, didn't you? I forgot about it. I don't even know where that beat's at.
I'll send it again.
I forgot all about that, bro. Like, I've had so much shit go on. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, you good, Bubba. I can't even record right now.
The important times.
I got no mic at the moment and nowhere to record, so you good.
Me too.
But no, I'm only touching on this because I've sat on this panel regularly for about a month and a half, Jay. And I've watched Jay pour his heart and soul into this, and people fuck him over.
And you know how much work I put behind this too.
Yeah,
so, yeah.
This is not
like 5%.
We are updating. I'm tired of seeing good people get taken advantage of, and if there's anything I can do to help that, or swerve all the snake activity, you best believe
you've listened when you had that fucked up red hair, looking like goddamn fire top over there.
Yeah. He ain't gonna let you live that shit down at all, bro.
I'm gonna bring it back just to piss him off.
Well, when you get the red hair, you got to paint your beard like orange or pink or something.
Man, here's what I don't understand. It's a mutation. My beard grows red. My hair grows dark brown. It's like
So there's this thing called I can't say it on here because he'll get a strike on YouTube, but muff diving is a cause of that because it'll bleach out your beard. No, I'm just playing.
You would know all about that with the little.
I mean,
Oh, I grow gills like a fish and never come up for air. Fuck y'all talking about?
this conversation takes a whole ass 20-degree left turn. Much love to y'all. And remember, if you're gonna do anything, do it straight savvy. If nobody believes in you, I sure as fuck do. Much love to everybody. I will see y'all Friday.
That's the secret of finding a good woman and her putting up with your shit. Just saying.
He's not wrong.
All right,
If you know what you're doing in that department, a woman will never leave your ass, no matter what the fuck you do.
Hey, that's free knowledge for y'all young dumb motherfuckers out there. He's not wrong.
I got a video I'm gonna send Jay. He can share it.
Oh fuck! All right, y'all. Peace.
Much love, y'all.